Okay, sorry.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. As we pick up here in the Dale of Fire, recapping last game, you began following the climactic defeat of the puppet of tyranny, Vastariel, who had taken over Farastiel, as I realize I use that suffix a lot in names. Should probably look into that. Anyway,
Nah.
freeing the city, you immediately reached out to the nearby Queensguard, Kingsguard, who had renamed themselves Queensguard and are back to being the Kingsguard, as they resurrected their ally, and you came to understand. Well, actually, you hadn't even attuned to love yet, but you had
No.
just purified it, so you were still kind of holding on to it. And as the Gunbreaker, leader of the small squad, was summoned up by message to speak with the rest of you, he warned you to hold on tight as the bellowing of the large creature who you were on the back of warned him that it was about to get up and move. You mostly caught yourselves, one of you tumbling into said tabaxi, but none the worse for wear. The massive world turtle that you were on the back of stood up and began to move towards the edge of this huge caldera that it was currently nesting within. And as it did, flashes of flame and fire from beneath it, you guys held on for dear life. And once it kind of stabilized, followed Leon to meet up with Selphie and Irvine as they headed towards the palace to go and find the king, King Uwasa. He had been freed by his guards who were watching him, and then suddenly realized that they shouldn't be doing that. They should be freeing their king.
Nah.
So they released him, and as he was running out of the palace, met with the rest of you and the king's guard, who were very pleased to see him. He summoned you into the palace, inviting you in so that he could get some understanding as to what all was happening, as he had been imprisoned for the better part of the last month. You caught him up to speed as best you could. He reached out to Farastiel to try to calm it and keep it from trying to climb up this sheer cliff wall, while you guys discussed ways of possibly helping it get out of this caldera. But the best option being an earthquake spell didn't seem to cover the kind of terrain you guys wanted in order to make a big enough effect. And so you opted instead to conserve and reserve your strengths and stay within the palace and kind of rest for that evening, preparing for your assault the next day on the corrupted heart of Ifrit. As you know more or less what you're jumping into, literally, as you've been down this road once. Not all of your characters, but the players here. Having freed Eden before, you know that within the hearts of these massive beasts that walk the surface of our world beats a crystal of such size and power that it is beyond anything that can be described. And within that, your enemy. You reached out to Sharash, who had a little bit of an understanding of what the Temple of Fire looked like, who drew you a rough map on the parchment there within the palace conference room where you had been doing your meetings, and explained to you the four aspects of which the flames that kind of licked out from the top represented. And I'll use the actual ones of flash and flame, forge, and fission. Taking notes on this and kind of understanding what you might be stepping into, you thanked him for his insights and opted to turn in for your long rest so that you could confront the next day's task ready. You did ask, I think, the next day about potions and some fire resistance potions, as the Tabaxi were hard at work distributing all of the loot that had been conserved within the palace under Vistariel's reign back to the Tabaxi in the city. The night before, one of you got to know one of the Tabaxi just a little bit better as you sat drinking with Selphie and speaking on the kind of culture and society here within Pharasiel, before retiring to her chambers for a night of relaxation, or at least a few hours, before you returned to the room that had been shown you by one of the other King's
Forcibly
Guard.
shown.
Yeah, forcibly shown, Fujin, who had shown you to the room so that you knew exactly where it was, as she was instructed by her king, before you walked away and she kind of threw her arms up. You returned and then played musical chairs with the beds again, finding one bed occupied by a snoozing Ken, the next occupied by Aureus, who woke up upon your entry, and the final occupied by Eidos, who also woke up, but a little bit more surprised, summoning Fate Render halfway before recognizing it was just Rose. And
To kill me again.
yeah, allowing you to join him for comfort and safety and just a nice place just to sleep, not a couch, while Aerith tranced within the comfortable living room in the center of the suite. The next morning, you did your morning trainings and attuned to love, at least communicating with it enough to understand what it was capable of, but considering the spark of magic that exists within you that enables you to communicate with these powerful objects is limited in the sense that you can only really do 3 of them, you opted
A little
to
full up at the moment.
hold on to the things that made you immune to fire as you were diving into a
Into
big
fire.
flaming hole. Yes. You had been kind of shown, not, I guess, described what the entrance looked like now as the place where Pharasiel, God, my brain, I'm already mixing them up. Pharasiel had been resting, was covering what seemed to be a 100 to 200 foot diameter pit that now flowed with lava down each edge, down about another 300 to 500 feet before it hit the bottom and kind of pooled out into this massive wall of lava, like Moses parting the Red Sea, but just tunnel, like a shaft of emptiness. Ways were discussed of how to get you down there. They offered you one of the fire ants and told you not to worry about it, that if it got destroyed, that was a sacrifice they were willing to make. Though they are difficult to build, they are not more valuable than Firetail itself, or the city, or their people, or the world. And so if you need to, smash that shit.
Destroy an ant.
You opted not to instead, and did take them up on their offer of a ride across the caldera's pit surface, along with Amaji, Zuamar, and Sharash, who wanted to at least see you as far as they could. They brought you to the edge of the roiling magma lava flow pit, as close as they could get the ant without the legs themselves beginning to deteriorate. And you stepped onto the deck. You bound yourselves together. And I didn't ask then for the marching order, but there's really only one way that you could have bound yourselves together, because I assume Ken is in the lead, as he usually is. That's the only assumption I need to make, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, as Ken, in the lead, passed the rope to Aerith, bound it around his waist, and passed it to Aureus in the center, bound himself to it, passing it then to Eidos, who linked up with everyone else, who then held it out to Rose, who begrudgingly tied themselves
Refused
into this
until forced.
massive chain of adventurers. You stepped
Terrible
towards
idea.
the edge and, kind of gathering your strength, your conviction, you ran. 4 of you actually met the check, and so as a group check goes, that was a success, as the 4 of you charged towards the end, leaping onto the banister and propelling yourselves out in the synchronicity. Rose, you followed as best you could, but in that last moment, hesitation took over, right up until you felt Eidos' hand on your arm grip tightly and yank you into space. And as the 5 of you flew 20 or so feet over the edge and towards the center of this massive pit, you begin to plummet and fall. And that's where we pick up today. So as you fall far down beneath you, I need everyone to roll me a perception check, because God, I love starting games with a check.
Perception. No, off to a great start.
Hey, it just means you're saving the good rolls for later.
Right.
Okay. So as you begin to fall, kind of pulling yourselves this way and that, gathering around
Do we have a
Orius.
D4 or something?
Oh,
I think we
Yes.
still have an emboldening bond unless we
He
do
did.
not have
He
that
emboldened
anymore.
bonded you guys
Okay.
on the deck
Okay.
in order to help with the athletics check. So you do have a D4.
Cool. That's what I thought. But yeah, we should have that one. At least.
yeah, okay.
I mean, that helps. It helps.
Okay, right?
You kind of tug on that rope, and there's about 5 feet of slack between you. So as you move, you can move about 5 feet around each other, kind of pivoting around each access point, and you group up and begin to plummet. And at the speed you're going right now, you're only going to be falling for about a combat round before you hit the ground. And in that split second, glancing down, Orius and Eodos, you get a size or a lay of the land beneath you. The shaft of lava goes down what you would estimate to be about 400 feet before it seems to terminate onto the back of something that is a mix of both metal and rock. You see bits of red stone laid in haphazard patterns and these massive black spikes that must be 15, 20 feet long and 15 feet wide, emerging out the back like tiny little bristles that would come out of the back of like a caterpillar, but on a creature that is miles long. In addition, you see many moving shapes as the surface of this pit is teeming with elementals and the fire tabaxi that are all kind of just moving around, milling through the lava as you begin to fall. They have not noticed you in this moment. In addition, Orius, you can see what looks like a platform with tiles, square tiles that are outlined by burning red, like the caulk that they used, the mortar between the tiles was just magma. And at the edge of that, a kind of massive spike that looks almost like a vertebrae that pokes out from the rock. And on the south-facing side of it, what looks to be a door, 20 feet wide and 40 feet tall. Nothing but a pinprick at this distance, but with a 25, you can see what looks to be the entrance to the Temple of Fire. So, as you all begin to fall, what are you doing?
He just puts a hand on Rose's shoulder and just rotates them upside.
Why?
Hey, Aerith, you brought Snowfall, right?
Yes.
Surprise! Nope.
How close do you want to get? Because Featherfall can get you 600 feet. The way it works is it lasts for 1 minute, and you move at 60 feet per round down, or roughly at like the angle you're moving at right now. You're kind of angled ballistically a little bit. You can pop it now and just parachute your way down into this lava pit, or you could attempt to let the party fall further and pop it later. I'd say after those two little brief exchanges of Eodos spinning Rose and asking Aerith about Featherfall, again, we froze time, you've probably fallen already about 80 feet, and you're about 375 feet from the surface, and I'm going to roll a
I
few
want to
checks.
say about 100 feet.
Okay, so you're going to try to hold
Yeah.
it till that last second and only fall for like 2 combat rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want us like floating down for 300 feet and then we just start getting pelted by firebolts.
Well,
Or
no,
fireballs.
no, I wanted to do that. Okay. All right. No, that's fair. That's why I wanted to ask, because that was one of the options. All right. So as you kind of spin and Rose pivots, twists in the air,
Okay.
you
As soon as they come back around and they just kind of like grab out at Eodos' face, like smacking him in the face. Stop it.
Ito spins just a little bit. Aerith, roll me a dexterity check.
Ah, great.
Natural one, we hit the ground.
We believe in you, Eric. Don't kill us.
Don't
Oh
forget.
fuck!
Oh god, damn it!
Wait,
You have
I have
inspiration?
inspiration. I have inspiration.
Roll another one. Do it.
I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
Wait, does I was about to say.
Yeah,
does-
you have Emboldened Bond.
Yeah.
You've only been falling for like 6 seconds at
Roll a
most.
d4.
Okay,
13.
13.
Oh god.
Okay. Flash of Genius as well.
So 18.
Okay, so as you begin to plummet, you're looking at the world coming at you so fast as the tunnel of lava soars past you in your periphery. You kind of like all twist and gather yourselves together into like a mass there in the middle. And Aerith, you hold your spell. Ken, you look back at him and you can see him like twist his hands through the air and begin to cast it. And he's holding it, waiting,
Aerith.
waiting, waiting, waiting. And Ken, you're like, Aerith, featherfall. You guys, it's like a parachute catches you in the air about 50 feet above the ground. You'll be falling for one combat round, which means that they have now seen you.
Ow.
And let me see, what do I have that has
Whiplash. No.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking falling terminal loss and suddenly whoop.
Do you guys have ranged attacks? Do any of
No.
the monsters I put down here? None of the things down here have ranged attacks. What about you guys?
Oh, good. No,
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't.
I've got range
Okay.
attacks.
Then, that was my fault. I thought I put things down here with ranged attacks. You guys are currently 50 feet above the ground. You're moving as a group on initiative count 10 towards the ground. So at initiative count 10, you will touch down. You are still bound together. The rope of climbing needs an action to untie by you or an action command by Ken to untie it from you. Everybody roll me
From
initiative.
each person or the whole thing?
If you want to untie yourself, actually I should have you here and you here. If you want to untie yourself, you need to use an action on yourself. Ken can use an action to untie anyone from a distance by giving the command word.
Oh,
I mean, can he do it to get can he just say untie and it unties everybody, or does he have to go one by one?
one by one.
Let me look at the
They
rope
just
of
have to
climbing.
say it once because all I have to do is command it and the rope does the rest.
Because if all we need is him to do it, then we should definitely just let him do it. Everybody just holds their turn until Ken gets his round, so he can untie us all in one go.
It says to an object. Fasten itself to an object or
So one by
unfasten
one.
itself. So I think it's one by one.
Oh boy.
Hey, it's the safety that comes with being bound together.
Oh, shit.
I didn't want this.
Haha. 26.
Alright, my blue tabaxi, red tabaxi. This is the platform that you had seen, Aureus, with this little stone thing being the base of the door.
Okay.
Up here at the top.
That's a big
Oh,
element
God.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, how
Just
big
saw
is
that
this
guy.
map?
And we now have to stay together again, which
Blue,
always
red,
sucks.
Orange,
Oh yeah.
green.
Want to put the Oh, never mind. That's the AoE around me. Never mind.
yeah, that's the you gotta stay within that. Otherwise kinda get fucked.
Yeah, they'll do that. Where did I go?
My fire elementals were not rolling correctly. Is your initiative the same? Yes. Okay. Cool.
Did everyone else's map disappear?
No.
I can zoom in, zoom out, and it's gone.
You may
Oh,
have
that's
to refresh
yeah, that's not good.
it.
I was about to say, you didn't
Hold
zoom
for
out
refresh.
too much, right?
Do you still have the scroll bar? Did it just zoom into a part that's like not actually a map?
No, I zoomed in all the way. I zoomed out all the way. I kept looking. It's just gone.
Huh. I was having that happen with the other map I was building, but that makes more sense.
Aureus fell through the map. He found a glitch in D&D.
Right. That's unfortunate because he's gonna take us all with him.
All
We're
right,
tied to him.
Gareth, You are currently fastened. You can swap places with Ken to move into his position, but you're kind of bound to Aureus. You have to stay 5 feet near Aureus or unfasten yourself from the rope. What are you doing on your turn?
We're still floating, right?
You are actually still floating, yes. That is very, very true. Let me go ahead and put a
Even worse.
60 feet. You hit it on 10.
Let's see. I'll bonus action Blade Song.
Okay.
And then...
Why did I think that would be more visible? We put yellow on yellow. That'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
As you
I...
cast out your feather fall, boom, you feel that arcane slow down the party, and you're still moving at sprinting speed. 60 feet per round is still a dash, so you're still moving quick towards the ground. You begin chanting your blade song.
And then I'll shoot this one.
Okay. As it is reaching towards its hips and drawing 2 short swords out in a fluid motion that light and flame. 18 does not hit them.
Do have a D4.
You do have a D4.
Uh,
21 does hit.
okay.
Draw the Sicarius,
Bang.
flipping it into its revolver form, twist. It hits off of his shoulder and sends it kind of staggering back, the blades flying out, and it snarls.
I'm gonna hit it with
Oh no!
Eldritch Blast, all 3.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's
Oh
fine.
no?
No, you're good. It's
Oh.
good. You guys are fine. I screwed up.
3. Okay, so only 2.
17 misses, but the other 2 do.
2.
Okay, another 16 for a total of 30. Alright, sorry, give me 1 second. I had to unlink all their hit points. Alright.
Oh no. That's the oh no I see.
I took the 14 off that guy and they all went.
You're like, gosh. I
I'm
guess
gonna guess these ones are the same, yep.
while you fix that real quick, are we trying not to kill the tabaxis at all, or do we not care?
I mean,
Sadly,
you kind of
when we
confirmed that
talk
once
to them,
you...
they said they're too far gone.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're too far gone.
Okay. Hi, go away.
We're still in the
Doesn't
air. He
he?
hit me just.
No, he can't, but he can hold his action.
Yes,
He's
have
got
them all
enough
grow.
movement. Yes, he does. Okay.
Yes,
He
that's
gets
right.
right here, and he's like, he like crouches
Waiting.
on this big torrent of flame and looks like he's getting ready to uppercut Ian. But that's his turn. This one will run over here, kind of getting in front of Ken, and then he draws his 2 blades and gets ready. Rose, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
Actually, all the blues go. That was my fault.
Uh.
Because it's group initiatives.
Let me know when you're. Or am I
I'm
ready
good.
to
I'm
go?
good, yeah.
Okay. Okay. 1 meta magic to distance spell, and then I'm gonna cast Steel Wind Strike. And get
Okay.
myself the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Be
So-
careful.
That would
would
get
go
you free.
down too far.
Yeah, well, everything within this range is as far as I can go, anyways, with it. But there's,
How
there's
high
plenty.
above would we be?
60.
So we're
Yeah, you're still about
60 right
50
now,
feet.
and because if I distance spell it, it goes up to 60 instead of 30 range. So I can reach the guy right below us, and
Yeah,
then hop.
absolutely.
And then from there, it's like as long as they're within 30 to 60 feet of each other.
Mhm. And
Okay,
then you can land it on the
so
ground. Okay.
yep.
So what order are you doing them in? As you look down, you see the one tabaxi that Aerith shot already charging forward.
Yeah,
The
I'm
other
gonna
2
do-
kind of come at you, one leaping from behind off a cliff and landing on the ground.
1, this guy here.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and then 5.
Okay, and then where are you ending?
And go here.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your attacks.
5 attacks. I'm just gonna do 2 advantage and 1 unadvantage because I don't want to roll that many times. 2, 3. Ignore the pluses except for the first one.
Okay, so
it only
22
goes
does hit. So this one hits. 15 misses. 30 hits. 20 unfortunately just misses this guy.
And then 29.
And then 29 hits.
Okay, so higher than 20. Got it. Okay. And then damage. This. Attack damage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jeez.
Hell yeah.
Alright, wait, hold on. I think there's only 3. 3 hit.
Oh,
So the 15 and the 20 would have missed.
the 15, okay, sorry. Then drop one of them, I guess.
I will choose, and you will have to guess which one I drop.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. So as you feel that arcane parachute go off, your descent slowing, you reach into the core of your being where you've begun to interact with magic and twist it with just your sheer force of will, and you strike out, drawing Zanar from your back. You vanish. The rope goes limp from next to Eodos, this thin lasso now just sort of hanging off of him as you strike at each of them. The elemental, as you land, swings out at you, and you just raise the sword and kind of twist it with the flat of the blade and catch the fist of it on the flat of the blade and deflect it away. As he had a held action that you triggered, but he rolled a 12.
Hey. Cool.
And you are now on the ground.
And then bonus action, I will, oh, hold on, how far away does that go? 60 feet. Okay, Bardic Inspiration on Eodos, I guess. I think he's probably the only closest one.
Okay. I have too many character sheets. Who did this to me? Who made these choices?
Who made this
Oh
one?
wait, it was me. I don't know why I'm rolling that at advantage. I should not be. There's a 16, a 13, and an 11 to hit you.
Miss.
The Myrmidon Elemental. All right, Ken, it is your turn.
All right.
These guys are gonna He can get to here, but he can't attack. It's just those two.
Yeah, nah,
Okay.
I gotta want to start retracting the rope, but these guys are on my face, so.
Mhm. Well, you're still 60 feet up, technically.
Oh, okay.
So they're not, like, on you yet.
At this initiative count, you're like 40, because like you're falling as things are happening, but we're doing this 6 seconds over probably the course of 30 minutes, so...
Okay, well, I guess. Well, I mean, in that case, I will
Yeah.
start
Nick.
unbuckling the rope.
Okay. Who do you start with?
Let's get. Let's get Eodos loose first.
Okay. As you command out the rope to unravel from Eodos, you feel it whip free from around your waist, Eodos, and now there is just a lasso kind of hanging about 10 feet off from Aureus.
Yeah, I believe that's my turn.
Anything on your bonus action?
not yet.
Okay. And then that would be that. $17 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay, I hit you once with a 30.
Okay.
With advantage, I rolled a 15, a 17, a 14, and a 30. You take 13 slashing.
Okay.
Actually, total 28 slashing. My bad. Sneak attack.
28 slashing. Oh, sneak attack.
As the blade twists as it kind of
Damn.
clips past your defenses and cuts deeper than you were expecting. You also see flames lick out from the blade and kind of cut across your body, but you are unaffected by them. So
Bitch.
they ain't done. Okay, well that's a 19. Does 19 hit you?
Nope.
No.
Just shy.
A 19, 18, a natural 20, and a
Can't
22.
crit.
Okay.
But they can't. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No crits for you.
Put
Put that crit away.
Right. And I'll also make him re-roll one of those.
Okay. Rerolling 1. Straight flat roll. This is 17 to hit. That does not hit.
Cool.
So
one
that
hit.
takes it down to just a total of 28 or piercing damage. Slashing damage.
Yeah.
I don't know why this one says piercing for sneak attack. I should say slashing.
Stop it.
They only get 1 sneak per turn though.
I know, but stop it. God, he's so big. Just sliding across the map.
You can't get closer because he can't end his turn in a friendly space.
Oh no.
I am not rolling well. That's an 11 and a 17 to hit you, Rose.
Nope. Well, that's
Okay.
good, because otherwise I would be dead.
Yeah, well, you kind of dived in there.
I didn't know each one of them were going to have 4 attacks.
Yeah, I know. You didn't fight them before. I understand. Okay, Enos, it's your it's your turn.
Alright, well. Guess I'll just action untie Aureus that way he can get to Aerith and Aerith can do his thing because until we get on the ground I can't really do much.
All right, so as you
My Eldritch Blast isn't buffed anymore because I swapped into melee, so it'll be like single digit damage. So I'll just get it. Aureus open.
okay, as you see that tether whip free from around your waist, you snap out with your arm, kind of like pull yourself over to Aureus and quickly untying him and releasing him. There's now the tether just hanging off from Aerith. Tethering Aerith and Ken together.
Are we moving at all as these rounds? I know you said on 10 we'll touch down.
Yeah, you're about 30 feet from the ground, 25, 30 feet from the ground.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll undo that. Sorry, Aureus, put that last up.
No, you're fine.
He's like, I'm within hit range, I see.
Right?
Yeah, bonus action, Misty Step on the ground there.
Hell yeah.
I will say, just don't move further up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a plan. Rose, sorry, but I have a way to make
You
it.
know. That's fine,
Okay.
I'm sure.
I didn't realize we were close enough to, actually help Rose. So now that we are, I'm gonna swing on this guy in
Yeah,
front of me.
like
Okay.
each one of ours was like another 10, 15 feet down.
Pretty much, yeah. As you feel that tether unwrap from your waist, you pivot, kind of like looking straight at the ground, close your eyes, and you reach into the new artifact that you have been bestowed. And as you tap into freedom, were you using freedoms or your own? I guess I presumed.
I'll probably use freedoms this time because we just found out it was something it could do. So he's probably trying to test it out a little bit.
Right? You feel as if the entire world sits before you and just longs to be explored and seen, and as that wanderlust fills your heart, you flash and find the ground firm beneath your feet. Flicking out your hand, the Fate Render appears in its terrifying glory.
Here's Yidus.
21 does hit. You flick your wrist up, and carving through this elemental, dissipate it into nothing but smoke and fire.
Yeah. Fuck you.
All right. You like to hear that? You like to hear that?
0 points of damage. I'll do that.
Get right here, and I'm gonna swing on this guy.
Okay, swing, then go down.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't plan to stay in between two guys that I know are rogues. Don't worry.
18 doesn't hit you. That's so unfortunate.
Come on, roll 20.
There you go.
15 unfortunately doesn't hit, but you do have a D12, and you should still have a D4.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it.
Alright.
22 does hit, yes.
Hell yeah.
Another hard-hitting strike to the back of the tabaxi as it arcs its back
Alright.
up in pain.
One more down.
Does he?
Enos is looking up like, where? Here? He's kind of pointing like, which way? Where am I going? What do you want me to do?
There you go. Should be good.
As you step out of their attack radius. Oh, wait, that one guy already used his reaction to hold his held attack, so he doesn't get one, but the other one does get one. 30 to hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. You will take, what's this? 15, 32 slashing with sneak attack, and 5 fire, reduced down to 2 fire.
That's 34.
34.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Knock it off. That hurts.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that was bonus action in both attacks.
Get to here. Gonna make a strike at the falling Ken. 22 to hit Ken. That doesn't hit Ken. Right? That couldn't hit Ken. Mm-mm.
Also, he has the cloak, so you have disadvantage.
Oh, that's
on
right. It
this.
would be a disadvantage. Yeah. Well, that really doesn't then. Okay. As
Also,
we pass.
Sorry, I hate to put more things in initiative, but these guys over here aren't in the tracker.
Who?
The gold ones.
Yeah, they are.
They are? Where?
They're
These
after
guys?
you.
These two?
No, that's
After
the
me.
that's the
Those
green
are the green
ones.
ones.
Oh,
They're
those are the green ones.
very right. Okay, I'm gonna put them in initiative
These
count.
guys.
Something after this.
Right? I hate to put more things
5.
on our plate, but
They rolled a natural 1 because I forgot.
okay. I'll take it, I suppose.
Well, everybody's on the ground now.
As we pass initiative count 10, you all feel the firm ground beneath your feet hot and kind of like oppressive down here as the bubbling, roiling magma has filled this entire pit with nothing but probably 130-degree air that is all just billowing upwards at this constant rate. Like you feel it's almost like an updraft. It is an actual updraft from beneath your cloak and your hair as it all kind of like billows up around you in a very awesome but uncomfortable way. Aureus, as you touch ground, what would you like to do?
This entire area is nuked.
You're gonna
Nuked.
explode.
Yeah, I'm going to be casting. Could you see that? Here, let me try again.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
area, I am casting. Was it Sunbeam? Sunburst? Sunburst! 8th level spell slot.
Okay.
Sunbeam, Sunburst. And they're all
Thanks.
blinded if they fail that save. And then I'm using my reaction to take the damage for
For Rose.
Rose.
Okay, roll me a con save, Rose.
Okay.
Alright, let me see.
Would I be making the con save instead? Means I'm taking it for Rose.
Usually we do it with the person who's getting hit, and then you take
Yeah,
whatever the
that's
damage
true.
goes
That's
through.
true. Okay,
But
yeah, then yeah, it would be Aureus.
I failed, so that's fine. No, I mean before we've been doing it the other way. Like whoever's
Oh.
getting hit with the thing is doing the save, and then whoever's taking the damage is taking whatever they got.
Gotcha. I mean, however,
That's-
which way you want to do it.
That's the way we've been
I'm
doing
gonna
it
roll a
before,
d20 because this is homebrew shenanigans, so I'm willing to let the dice decide. 11 through 20, the save is made by the person taking the damage. 1 through 10, the save is made by the original target. Okay. I
Okay.
rolled that to DM because I rolled too many dice to DM, but I rolled an 8. So unfortunately, Rose, you are blinded, but as the light flashes before you, this massive burst of pure, radiant white light fills your eyes, and you see nothing else. You expect the blast wave to hit you, the heat, the crackling, radiant, like pure energy that burns, but not like fire, not in the way that you resist, but it never comes.
So I take the
my
full-
eyes.
Yes, you would take the full damage.
fine.
And I
And
need
Rose-
to see.
Don't worry, because I'm going to use my bonus action to use my item to use Holy Presence, so I can use Lesser Restoration to clear you of your blindness.
Guys,
Great.
it was
Everyone gets 1d10 plus 5 temporary hit points.
Okay, so can you draw
Yeah.
your circle again? I'm sorry.
Yes, it was very large.
It was very large, and I wanted to see. Okay,
Right
so,
before Ken.
Pretty much everyone.
so it was
except for-
4 Tabaxi. The Tabaxi have a
All
high
the
enough to
Myrmidons.
potentially save it. They have a +5. So the Myrmidons can't save. They have a +2. They are just kerfuckled.
And then both
Blinded
Blinded
elementals.
for a minute. So if they fail, they're just a minute. They're blinded.
The Elemental is a +3. He rolled a 19. He fails.
Natural
It's like
20.
you do the big ones, and then I'm going to do the Tabaxi all at once. And then the big one is a +4 on its cons. It rolled a 10. It also failed. Okay, Tabaxi. There's 4 of you guys. I need one of you to not be blinded by
No.
this.
Don't do it.
Be blind.
I rolled an 11 and 3 natural ones.
Hell yeah.
Yikes.
I mean, that's not good for us because that means he's gonna get
No.
like 3 nat 20s in the boss fight.
You're right.
Oh my
Somehow.
god. Okay, so none of them save,
Hell yeah.
right? No.
I don't think so.
None
yeah.
of them save. They are all blinded. They all take, what was that, 51 points of radiant damage, which
I
they're
think
not
it's just the
resistant
46.
No,
the
just-
5
just-
is just for
Oh,
cantrips.
oh, that's your cantrip thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
As you then feel a hand on your shoulder, Rose, because you used the thing this same turn, right?
Yes, use its bonus action. So I used Holy Presence to cast Restoration, so they are cured of blindness, and then everyone gets 6 temporary hit points as well.
Hell yeah. Your eyes stop burning. You kind of blink
Wow.
them rapidly as vision comes back, and you see as all of the elementals before you seem very confused. Oh my god, there's so many things to have to mark.
That is my turn.
That was a successful turn.
I finally had enough area to just blast people with
Is my I wish the eyeball was on the top.
You're right. And not at
I
the
have to
very
scroll. Well, I have to scroll down 1 to get the one with the red blind eye, and it's like, eh.
Yeah, so they're just blind pretty much for the
They,
rest of
and
the
they don't get another save at the end of their
Nope.
turn against it. Oh.
Nope, just last a minute.
end.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay.
I mean, it is an
that
8th level spell.
Yeah. That is.
Suppose.
This one was out of range, right?
Yes, that one was out of range.
Okay.
So only 2 of them escaped my wrath.
He had a held action. I think that. No, I did do that one off. Okay. No, I've done them all. Cool. All right. As your vision comes back to you, Rose, that brings us to these Myrmidons who were just blinded.
It's like, appreciate it, but ow.
They kind of just stagger over towards you. An 18 and 2 19s with disadvantage.
It's- I have a 20.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can't even get within range of you. He kind of just stumbles into his friends, and they're all like. Actually, no.
Get your friend.
He can sense the heat.
No.
Also, conditioned immunities. Nope, not immune to blind. All right. Aerith, you are on the ground. You just watched as a star manifested before you in brilliant golden light and then
Exploded.
exploded. You have about 15 feet of rope dangling off of you and are in a target-rich environment. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit the one in front of me.
Okay.
Let's see, what do I have? What can I do? I'll just whack it. I don't have any... No advantage. I will butterfly blade it, and then attack it normally.
Okay. That does hit. Alright, 25, got it. And also hits. You snap the rapier twice across the tabaxi that has been corrupted by the fires of Ifrit, carving beyond the kind of charred and bristly fur on the outside, revealing this deep, burning red blood that kind of ripples out and leaves scorch marks.
That's my
Anything else we
turn.
can do? Okay. Elemental, who is no longer with us, does not get a turn. Blinded
No turn for
Tabaxi.
you.
Oh boy. Come on, Blind Tabaxi.
No, thank you.
You technically have advantage because you have a friendly within range, but you also have disadvantage for so many reasons, so it's just a straight attack. 25 for Ken? No. It's higher than that, right? Yeah, okay. Damn.
There was a chance.
He draws those two blades, begins this flurry of attacks. Two from each one, and each time they come in, you drop down into your defensive stance. Deflect, deflect, dodge. He can't touch you. The other one also gets his attacks, but they are at advantage. Actually, no, they're neutralized because you have cloak displacement. 29.
Shit.
And a 30.
Shit.
I've broken the armor. Oh, that sneak attack damage is so sad. Okay. The first attack deals 21 slashing and 4 fire. The second one is 16 slashing. So with your resistance, 18 slashing and 4 fire, so 22 from the first attack. And then...
Gotta rope the temp HP first.
Yeah.
Did you take your potion of fire resistance before this?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, no. So.
Damn.
So 21.
Reduced down to 18 from your heavy armor master.
Minus
And then
6.
minus 6.
For the temper
Be-
HP?
Sorry, I'm helping you do math. 12 plus 4, so 16 on the first attack total.
Okay, 16 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second one is a total of 20.
And minus 20. Okay.
Okay, and then... Oh. What's your AC, Aerith?
Currently 26.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20,
God
a 25,
damn it.
and then two 27s.
Yikes.
It's not that one, Ken. It's actually this one down here.
The
That's
one at the
attacking
bottom?
right now. So you're not within sentinel range of him, unfortunately.
I will still use shield.
Okay, so you
I'm
shield
only
the...
getting hit by the nat 20.
Okay. I keep rolling such sad sneak damage.
Fuck your
Except for
sneak.
me. You rolled plenty on me. I know, this is just the first
you guys
fucking
have
battle.
healing and things. You're fine. You're fine. Rose has a
There's
giant
probably-
healing potion.
I'm not gonna use it.
Where's this a giant healing point?
You take 51 points of slashing damage and 8 fire reduced down to 4.
Minus 51.
So 55 total
55 total. Jesus.
from the one crit
You right?
because it was a sneak crit.
Yikes.
But that's his turn. These...
Wait, come back, it's my turn.
Oh, it is. My bad.
I would like
Rose.
to make everything even worse.
Yes, please help your friends.
Okie dokie.
Oh no. I was expecting
10
slow.
foot. Well, I could, but at least they're blinded.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so
but
10
a
foot
10
radius sphere.
foot radius, which is
Let me see,
where's
do I
the
have...
thingy that makes
Ooh,
circles?
hold on. I might have something better.
The blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight.
Good to know. Confusion!
Oh,
Right?
that's fancy.
Oh.
I guess I'm just gonna have to center it there.
Or do you want to confuse the blinded ones or confuse the two that
Well,
It's up to you.
the
Yeah.
problem is I don't think it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think it. What's the word? Yeah. I'm gonna hit myself too, but
Ah!
yeah.
Yes.
So otherwise, I'll hit the entire party as well. So, but I'm gonna probably do it here, so I can get everything around me, and then me and Aureus are gonna have to make the save. Unfortunately. 20 wisdom,
I mean,
22.
You could put it there. Well, yeah, you'd miss out on one
No.
tabaxi. Okay. So wisdom
Right.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. So the fire tempered can potentially make it.
Can I have Arctic Inspirations first, I suppose, and I'll give that to Aureus so that hopefully he can
That's fair,
roll
yes.
good on a d12.
I also get my D4.
There you go.
Okay, cool. 25. 25 does save against Rose.
Cool. And then I have.
Nope. Okay. Once again, no one succeeds.
Hooray! And probably not even myself. Hold on.
Have a D4?
I do.
19.
It didn't help.
That's
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right. I'm just gonna leave this here to remind me that you guys are confused. Yeah. Oh, you put a confusion thing on yourself. Okay.
Yeah. That one seemed good for confusion.
See, all the way there. Okay. All right. What else would you like to do? Well, I guess that's
I think that's about it.
bonus action. Yeah. Any movement?
Right. I don't think I can move while I'm confused. I'm not sure. I'm trying to read.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, you can't. You don't.
Can't take reactions. Must roll d10 at the start of the turn. Yep. Okay. So no.
Okay. As you cast out confusion, this glitter bomb of sparkling, colorful energy fills the space. Aureus, you kind of like caught off guard for a moment. Right as Rose is casting the spell, they look back at you and just give you a grin and a smirk, and you feel as an impulse of magical energy washes over your mind, but you manage to resist it. Rose, on the other hand, looks a bit confused at the moment.
Rose confused themselves in the process.
Okay.
Yep.
One of them does get a turn. Doesn't move or take action. The other one doesn't do anything, but he is also still blinded. That is a natural 1, a 13, and an 18 to hit you wildly, and none of those will hit you. Ken, it is your turn.
Alright, let's start punching things. Which one hit me? This one? No. Which one hit me?
This one is the one that actually hit you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is one of the things I found when I was looking through all those
Right?
templates I was
It's
telling
really-
you about earlier.
It's super cool.
Oh, yeah, that.
Hey.
Okay, let's.
Okay. You open up with a left-handed hook, and as you see that opening, kind of like hitting it in the jaw, its chest kind of presses out towards you as its back arcs. You kind of cock your elbow next to your shoulders, activating the thunder gauntlets within that fist, strike out and hit it square right in the chest. That boom of oxygen that you would expect out of a living creature, instead being smoke and like black, it's like rolling coal. 16, 28, 32, 42 points of damage. Oof!
Hell yeah.
Actually, hold on. Yep. That
Get him.
does it. That is enough. He is gone. That black burst of smoke that it releases as you hit it, it kind of staggers back and drops its blades and then crumples down and kind of just falls into a pile of charcoal that just begins to smolder on the magma. I don't know why the X's are behind the tokens now. It's weird.
It isn't on my screen.
It isn't? Really?
Yeah.
So it'll pop like normal. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's just me then.
Yeah, it looks normal to me.
All right. Anything else you want to do, Ken?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Now go the red tabaxi, who two are confused and one is still blind because he was way back in deep space.
Yeah.
Okay. What does natural 1 do again on the 10?
I think you just don't.
It just runs away. Okay. Both I rolled 2 1s.
Hell yeah.
Let's see,
Yeah,
we
all
got
movement to run in a random direction.
2, 3,
D8 to descend.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one just runs over, and you see it like just fall into the magma. The fur around its legs begins to. It doesn't seem to bother it at all. It's just like running in that direction. This one rolled a 6. So 1, 2.
6
3,
is nothing.
Well,
Oh,
no,
no,
he
6
rolled
on the
a
die,
natural
yeah.
1. I'm just.
Bye.
Graham, stop. You can't go outside while it's raining, buddy.
Is it raining?
It is raining.
We
Yay.
get opportunity attacks.
You do, absolutely.
You do. I don't, because I can't take reactions, but
Yeah, but it's
You and- you and Eidos, I guess.
this is one of those few times that it's like not being pushed or pulled. It's actually using its own movement to do this. You
And I think you-
absolutely will.
Ran past Eidos as well, if you'd like one
Mhm.
as well.
Sure. I'll definitely take one.
All right.
Return advantage on.
Rolled
Oh,
nothing. Nothing came up for the Told the Dead. Hello?
Fantastic.
That's
Right?
18 on the saves. That does not save. That definitely hits.
For blank damage.
For blank damage. Okay.
36.
Right.
I'm gonna see if I can get that.
Why are-
37.
By 1.
If I won.
Every point counts.
Alright, so 3d12, I guess. I don't
Right, you
Yeah,
may just have to re-roll that because apparently it
Definitely
never came
wounded.
up. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
As it runs past you, you see Eidos flick. His whole body twists,
And then
and this like large upstrike carves along the back of the tabaxi. It begins to limp away, staggering as though it only has 5 hit points left.
I was just about to say as well, is Toll the Dead cantrip or no?
It is. It's a cantrip.
Yes.
You
So it
plus
would actually
5
have
from your
plus 5,
cantrip.
so it'd be 26 damage from that. Jesus.
Plus 5
You-
from your cantrip.
Raise one hand up and just sort of cleanse your fist, and the rest of you don't even see it. You just see the head of the tabaxi kind of like jerk up, and it falls down, and its entire body just becomes engulfed in fire. It actually doesn't even make it there. It gets to about there before it dies.
Splat.
Okay. This guy's blind, so he's just gonna
And
run
confused.
straight in. No, he's not confused. He was outside. of
Oh no, not that
confusion.
that guy. Yeah, I thought you meant the big guy. He's just blind.
Bumps into his friend, and okay, let's see, do a wisdom check for him, see if he's smart enough. As
Sneak
a
attack your friend.
fire-tempered monster, yeah, he rolled 16 on the die. That's smart enough.
Oh.
Come around here, and then he's going to. You see him swing wildly with 4 quick strikes into the space right next to Ken, just hitting nothing but air.
Good. Good job.
That's the red ones. The huge one is confused and blinded.
Yes.
He rolled a 9, so he does get his turn.
Yes, he gets to act and move normally. Also, at the end of their turns, they can make another save for
That's
the
true.
confusion, at least, not the blindness. But
Yeah, so
You're stuck blind.
this guy could potentially save. He did not. Oh, he did not. 15 feet. None of you are really close enough. He got blocked in by all his buddies.
Right?
Just like, he's just gonna stagger in here, and then you see as he does... You fought one of these before. You have fought them as they assaulted the fire ant, and as he kind of
Yeah.
reaches his arms up to his chest, you see the fire kind of condense from his shoulders into it and then explode out. And I need everybody except for Aerith to give me a dexterity saving throw, please. I guess you don't need to do this.
I'm saved.
You are safe. I couldn't get close enough to get you.
I'm too confused, but it doesn't matter anyways.
Oh, that's true. You are confused, aren't you? Well, you're immune to fire.
Yeah, it just I can't take it for
Only a
anybody else
15.
though, because I can't use a reaction to take the damage for anybody else though.
19.
19 saves. Okay. And Ken?
He BRB.
Oh, he did BRB. Did he BRB?
No, somebody
Big
did. No,
fire
no, it
elemental
was
is
Kyle.
exploding,
Yeah, that was me. I'm back.
and you're within its blast radius, so I need a dex save.
Okay. Fireballed.
God damn it.
Fireball!
It's wizard time. Fireball, motherfuckers.
Okay.
You have a D4.
Oh, yep, sure do.
Cool. 20 saves. So as you see it begin to like condense the fire in, Rose, filled with confusion, you really can't react to it, but as the blast of heat washes over you, you as unaffected as the tabaxi and the elementals here, it just courses past you and doesn't seem to
Filled
bother
with
you.
confused confidence.
A 15 unfortunately does not save. A 19 does, so Eodos, you take 29 points of fire damage, reduced down to 14 because you are resistant, and you are now on fire. And Ken and Aureus, Ken, you take 14 points of fire damage because you saved and you're not on fire. And Aureus, you take 7 points of fire damage because you saved and are resistant and you're not on fire. Okay, cool. And then that is the huge elemental's turn. It can't save against your wisdom. It doesn't get another save against the blind. So Eodos, your turn.
Alright, well, first things first, I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
And using those 2 points, I'm gonna go into Acolyte style.
Okay. As you finish that upward strike, he pivots and twists. His left eye opens with that flash of black energy that billows out, reaching up to grab onto the Fate Render, tearing 2 hilts from it as it separates into 2 great swords.
And then I'm gonna have to reckless attack because this guy in front of me didn't get blinded. He's out of range and I can't move without risking the stuff, so gonna
It's
do
true.
that.
Thank you.
And spend
There's no
my
good
other
icon
2
for fire.
to charge them, and then I'm gonna make my 2 attacks.
Alrighty. In here. It's not going to be in here. 17 unfortunately misses. 21 just hits.
Hey.
Alright, so here's the base attack on him. And then
I think the 12 is going to miss, but the others do. I just need to know where the blasts are going.
probably the 3 lined up here, so whichever one misses, just pick one of those 3 to miss.
Okay. And this one gets hit with the crit.
Alright. And just remember, don't worry about like the extra damage on it.
Just spell. 15, and then 6. Got it. All right.
Alright. Alright, and then here's attack number 2.
Yep, 21 hits.
21. Hell yeah.
Alright, and then same order.
That was big thunder.
Right? Yay, Rambo.
We're actually getting like a good storm.
For once.
Finally.
Yay.
Okay, and it was the same order for the
Yeah.
second set of Eldritch? Okay, cool. 22, 18. There. 18 just hits these guys.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
these don't have the -5 because these are Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's right. They're the Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Good to
Yeah, these are. It's just using the charges to
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
it off.
Yeah. Okay, so then it's 7, 6, 5. Got it. All right. You strike out twice, and with each one, blasts of energy from the blade soaring out and carving across the battlefield behind you to aid your allies in the distance. Any other movement you want to do?
Yeah. I guess I'll get right here just to prevent this guy from potentially flanking Ken.
It's 2 attacks from the fire elemental at Ken. Just a normal fire elemental.
Advantage for cloak and blindness.
Super disadvantage. There's a 19 on the first one and a 16 on the second. Neither of them hit. Bringing us to Aureus.
I don't know if I want to start spamming my spell slots. Probably.
We may need some of them,
Yeah.
I suppose.
We're gonna need them.
Let's start pulling the dead people.
All right.
Let's.
I mean,
The soon to be
3d12
dead.
is a good amount of damage.
+5 for your
Yeah,
cantrip.
that's a good choice.
Super cantrips.
Alright, so it's a wisdom save from them.
Alright, I don't want to do a save.
I think your Toll the Dead thing is like broken.
It's a
Oh, good.
19, which does not save. Yeah, there's no. Well, then it's necrotic, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sadly, you can't change it to other damage type.
Okay. 15. 15 does it.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
As you once again kind of turn and just turn towards them and close your fist, you see in your mind's eye this golden bell. Bong. And the tabaxi arcs back and then crumples into ash and kind of just like a burning pile of bones and charcoal.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Bringing me to my myrmidons, who are so confused.
Blind and confused.
It's a 5 and a... Okay. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, he only has 40. That one just goes running off in
Hi.
that direction.
Goodbye again.
Can you...
Cast,
Just-
link it again?
Yeah, link it again. There's just too much
Yeah.
that happens. Okay, the other one just doesn't do anything. Good. Aerith, your turn.
Oh boy, so many options. Am I
They
still
have a
tied?
plus. You are. You and Ken are the only ones still tethered together. The rope is kind of just like dangling down off of you for another 15, 20 or so feet with these like knots where your friends used to be gathered into them. But seeing as Eodos and Rose both teleported out of theirs, there's like 2 lassos built into it.
Very tempting.
No, you cannot go outside in the rain. I just bathed you. You need. I'm gonna leave the
A
door
minute.
open because I want to look at the rain, or the window open. But you need to be good.
I'm measuring.
Measuring. Measuring.
Would that hit all of them?
The 4 that you've got in that cone, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold in that
Okay.
direction.
Hell yeah. Get him.
No, it doesn't look from this list. God damn it.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh,
con
hell yeah.
saves.
Look at that.
Okay. 2 tabaxi and a big guy. No, I don't want to show to the team. I would rather not.
Show everybody.
Guys, they have these tabaxi. They were supposed to be hardy, I guess is the best. They have a +9. I rolled another 15 and a 16.
They just want to get cold.
I guess they're just looking to be
no,
cold.
they're too hot. I need to cool them down.
Right?
All of them failed.
Hell
All
yeah.
4 fail. As you kind of step up next to Ken, pulling the lasso in behind you, you point the Sicarius out and cast the Cone of Cold into it. Through it, this like blast, like a flamethrower of cold ice energy courses out, billowing across the surface and leaving it like cracked in a deep obsidian black for just a moment before it begins to glow with that reddish hue again. And as you look up, this elemental is gone. This tabaxi is
Hell
a
yeah.
pile of charcoal.
Cold charcoal.
This one definitely does not look good. And the big guy has a lot of hit points. He ate it, but that was definitely successful. You took 2 of them out.
Yay!
Cold.
Cold.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna shoot
So
this
I don't
one.
get confused. Okay. One that's like confused.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude.
You had
She's so
advantage as well,
confused.
but you didn't need it.
So confused.
You shoot him right in the back as he's stumbling through lava. All right.
That's my turn.
Brings us to my blue tabaxi, which I think it's just this. No, they have all been dealt with.
They're all
No more
dead,
blue
yeah.
tabaxi. Okay. Rose, it's your turn. Roll me a d10.
Yep.
You get to move and act as normal.
Yeah.
You weren't expecting
have
that.
Right. Not really. We have advantage because they're blind, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so then I'm just going to... I'm just gonna hit the big guy because I wasn't expecting to have a turn. So
Okay. 32 will certainly hit.
and, 16 slashing damage.
18 slashing. As the befuddled thoughts clear for a moment, you shake your head, tighten your grip on your sword, and twist and strike out at the leg of the massive elemental. You feel it carve through. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I will. Bonus action. Yeah, Bardic Inspiration on Aureus again.
Okay. Send Aureus in inspiration.
Hmm.
All right, green guys.
Don't you try to make a wisdom save?
Oh, yes, I
Yeah.
do. Yes. Try to save my own spell. He's done.
One of these two does get its turn. So this one, as it kind of sways in space, it shakes its head and still blind is going to strike out at where it thinks you are, Rose, but it has disadvantage. 'Cause it's still blind. As a 25, an 18, and a 23.
Alright, those two will hit because I can't prevent it in any way right now.
Take a total of 22 slashing damage.
Okay.
And again, the fire's just ignored, so.
Yeah, 22. 2 con saves.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
Can I use my reaction to take the 22?
you could
It would
potentially
be
take
this,
one
you
of them, I
you
guess.
take one of the hits, yeah. The 10.
Yeah, I'll
Do
take the 10.
Alright. That'll save your confusion. As
Add
the
back to 10 to
first
myself.
strike hits, you see Rose kind of stagger back and turn to face the Myrmidon that just struck them in the back. And as you pivot, you raise your blade, parry the second attack, but it twists its blade and drives forward. And you see that flash of golden light, and it's almost like the blade disappears into nowhere. And then just a tiny little scraping sound to your left. And then it reemerges back out of that no space, having not hit you.
I'm too confused for any of that nonsense.
That's fair. Ken, it's your turn. Knock it off, Graham.
Alright. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I keep having to scold my dog.
No, it's good. Okay. Got this guy in front of me, so I guess I'll just go ahead and
Get
try
him.
to handle it.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh, I didn't even see those rolls. They just popped up. Yes. Okay. 23. Got it. Oh, he's so close.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else you want to do?
Fafnir would be disadvantaged, right?
It would. Give me a second.
Disadvantage, but normal?
Yeah, it'd definitely be
Cancel out?
normal because, yeah, it'd be a normal roll because he's blind. So you
Yeah.
make a.
Let's go ahead and just pick up.
Hey, that does hit.
Neat.
That was the number you needed.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
As you strike out twice against the blind, fire-tempered tabaxi before you, it staggers back and, like, you see that bit of black charcoal beneath its fur where the fire is no longer burning as brightly. And resolutely, you command Fafnir as this bolt of platinum light right through its chest. It, like, staggers back and then kind of like falls down onto its knees in that like turning into a charcoal tabaxi man.
Charcoal backseat.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, can't untangle the rope yet. Gotta use an action to do that, so guess we're still tied together. Sorry.
He rolled well enough to get his turn, but he's blind, so I'm going to do a wisdom save or wisdom check based off of what he's hearing to determine whether he can run towards what he thinks are you guys. Let's say dirty 20, and he will be able to do. Oop. And then he's going to make 2 and 2, both with all disadvantage because he is blind. First two are a natural 1 and a 24 on Ken. 15 and 18 on Aerith. As he swings out wildly into these two spaces, you both kind of like shore up your backs against each other, your rope still binding the two of you, and with each strike, parry, block. At one point, like, Aerith does that, like, twist over Ken's back to dodge an attack, and then land back in his space, as the red tabaxis cannot touch you guys. What about you? Do you get another turn? You do. Do you get another fire blast?
No.
You don't. It's fine. You're right there. And, you know, he's willing to take what he can get. He's blind, but he's also flanking you. So... Nope. Natural 1 and a 16.
Hey.
Not going to be able to hit Rose. Eodos, you take 17 fire, reduced down to 8 at the start of your turn from being on fire.
Ow. That's hot fire.
That
lot
was
more
a
than
really
last
good
time.
roll. Yeah, it's the same die. I just rolled really shit last time, and that was a good roll.
Isn't he ranged too?
He is, but that doesn't reduce the fire damage.
Oh, okay.
He just
Yeah,
has
I
resistance to it.
I already have resistance, so. Yep, well, swinging on this guy.
25 hits. I'm just curious, it's maybe almost, but not quite.
Also, I'm gonna reroll that because that was a 2. Nope, not any better. 34.
34, okay. Alright, he's still there. Oh,
Now he might not be.
he's gone. Now deleted from all existence. Oh, yeah, he didn't survive the first hit with much more than a handful. As you strike out with the first blade, it carves through its back, arcs. You see the cracks in its armor where you've been just wailing into it, and with your offhand blade, you drive it straight in through its spine. Rose, you see this one as you're confused and staggering around. You kind of like catch out of the corner of your eye what looks like a black spike just emerges from the front of the Myrmidon before it just goes limp and falls into a pile of armor and nothing else.
It's not concerning at all.
Alright, and then a final attack because I got to kill something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna reckless again so I can keep this advantage going.
I mean, you have advantage, they're blind.
Oh, that's true. I don't even have to.
Yep.
Right.
But I will take that charge.
Okay. That is fair. All right. And that guy's gone. Aureus, your turn. Man, you guys churned through these guys pretty well, I gotta say. You were worried. And then Aureus blew a star up.
Yeah, and then he exploded.
I mean, I did use my 8th level spell.
I know. It was good.
Didn't want to waste too many resources. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna toll the dead, the big guy, because I don't like him, and I'm
Okay.
assuming the dead's gonna do goofy things again.
Probably.
It
Oh,
worked.
it actually worked that time.
What?
Hey.
Hey. Well, I
Surprise,
fixed it for
suddenly
you. I went
worked.
into your character
Oh.
sheet and fixed it.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, that would make sense.
Is the music playing for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you need to reset it again?
Is it working now?
Yes.
There you
Thank you.
It's squirrely sometimes.
Actually, I wanted to move into this one. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Aureus?
That would be. I'll move my feet. That'll be all.
All right. No attacks of opportunity because they can't see you. There's the blindness.
And they have no reaction with the confusion as well.
That's true.
So even if they did.
Melee attack. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. You see, as this one here raises its blade, twists to the right, and is going to make 2 melee attacks against its friend.
Do it. The best part of confusion.
With disadvantage, I rolled an 18 and a 15, and they have an AC of 18, so the first one actually
Hey.
does hit him.
We'll take that.
Okay. This one rolled a 4 on it, so I think it just stands there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aerith, it's your turn.
My
I can't
turn.
save. Your saves are too high, guys.
Mine aren't that high.
If it's over 20,
Yeah, it is. Yours is the same as mine at 22.
No, I'm at 21.
Oh, still.
they have a +0 man.
What's your point?
They can't save.
There was a lot of them. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. That was the whole point of there being
Sounds
so
like
many.
Sounds like a you problem.
Don't make me make it a you problem.
Right. Apparently I lied. Mine is also 21. I have been lying.
Gonna attack the one in front of me. Oh, I have advantage. Haha!
Hell yeah.
This is with
Okay.
Butterfly Blade, by the way. I forgot
Yeah,
to
yeah.
mention that.
19, 33, 35. Okay.
How's he doing?
Looking pretty messed up. Another hit of that size would finish him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
It's probably not of that size,
No,
though.
that was exactly
Without
it.
the
They
Oh,
butterfly.
shit!
I was like, maybe he won't roll. Oh, no. You strike out with that first one, and as you carve the blade like across its face, it staggers off to the side. You see that magical, like, particular effect around its head, muddying its thoughts, mixed with the sparkling from Rose's confusion and this golden flickering around its eyes from the sunburst that has not faded yet. And as it staggers away, you just draw the rapier back, and again, like Eidos, just drive it straight through the core of the creature. And as you twist and kind of flourish your blade, it falls into a pile of charcoal. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'll stay there.
Okay. Rose, it is your turn. You are on fire, but you take no damage.
Yeah. And I do nothing.
Okay. Green Myrmidon gets a chance. He rolls a 10. Got a 10, guys.
So you get to do something,
I get to try to hit you again.
but also blind.
Yeah. It's 22, 17, and 14.
One hits.
Okay, so you take 11 slashing damage. Hen, it is your turn.
Alright. Take off the rope or try to get focus on this big. Yeah, no. Nah. Focus fire.
Okay. On the big guy,
Yep.
19 hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, he big and beefy, but he don't have a high AC. It's like a
Nope.
side of a barn, you know?
Yeah.
Powerful there, Rose.
Yeah, right? Doing good. Just gonna be confused
Alright.
forever.
As you see Aerith dispatch the fire tabaxi near you, kind of nod, changing your stance from your thunder gauntlets, the Fafnir cannon lowers itself on your shoulder and you size up your target. 2 quick blasts, leaving these kind of like quickly sealing holes in its chest and abdomen. Anything else you want to do? Okay. You can move as long as you stay within 5 feet of Aerith. You can move, and I'd say honestly, you could move at half speed, dragging Aerith. Since it's just the two of you.
Tempting.
Pull
You're
his ass
big
with you.
enough, you could probably drag Aerith down.
Right.
You probably can.
Come on, Aerith, we're going on an adventure.
Yay!
Adventure. Okay. Move over the 5, dragging him. So that's another. Okay. Getting within range of the big one. I think all my red ones are gone.
I think
All
all
my
the
reds are
backs here are gone, yeah.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to the big guy. Does he get a turn? D10. No. Does he get his fire breath back for the next turn?
No.
No. Eidos, it's your turn. You do take
Alright, how much do I take?
a total of 16 reduced to 8 fire damage.
Ready? Move
The
on
idea of
up.
the two of you just like, your flames billowing off your armor, and you're just like, this is nothing.
Whatever.
It's a trial of fire.
Right, we're in there.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Speaking of fire, I'm going to get some ice cream.
Alright.
Yeah. I need to get some charges built up.
That's fair. That's fair. That's why I didn't want to be like, oh, that's unfortunate. But okay.
Oh,
You
but yeah.
slide in opposite rows, strike out with both of the blades. The second one, unfortunately, going wide, but drawing in a little bit of that latent energy from the universe that the Fate Render is powered by. Aureus, it is your turn.
Keep chipping away at the big guy. I can use the D12 for damage, right?
You can.
Yep, you can use it for pretty much anything.
Okay, let's put a D12 on that.
He
Hell
can't,
yeah.
he can't save against you, though. He has a +1 to his wisdom.
It's not fair.
All right. So 27 point. Actually, no, it does include that this time. So 32
Yep.
points of damage.
Yes.
Once again, reaching out and taking hold of that supernatural, divine bell that rings in the end of all things eventually. You feel it ring through the universe. The rest of your party can't hear it. They just see you kind of close your fist and the monster. But you hear that boom, and takes you back to your days in martyrdom, the peace, and almost boredom there. Anything else you want to do?
So I guess here's fine.
Okay. Still have 2 orange guys left. Oh, this one can finally... Does he know where he is?
Every time Told the Dead hits, it just takes me back to the early days where like 3 or 4 of us were told the deading so many people.
Right? It's such a powerful cantrip.
It really is. It's pretty gross.
This one runs off in a direction that it thinks it needs to head in, kind of like skirts past one of the giant metal spikes and runs into the magma and swings its blades wildly. The other
Just
one,
having fun in the lava pool.
if
Right?
it were just one or the other, they could handle it. Like the confusion he could have gotten in and hit Eodos if he could have seen Eodos, but he
That's why I
Yeah.
said I was gonna make everything worse.
can't. The other one just rolled a 4. So Aerith, it's your turn.
Yeah, I guess I'll help whittle the big one.
Okay.
I
Yes.
will butterfly blade it.
Okay.
Do I have
As-
advantage? I do.
You do, yeah, because he's blind. I always look for flanking.
Ha!
Uh,
Oh.
Jesus.
I'm
Screwed.
I think you fixed your luck.
You're
Eric.
banking. Yeah, you're banking all the good luck.
I
Boss
know.
fight over the
I'm
past
so
5 years.
screwed.
Right. I'm sure we won't need that for anything else.
No, we will not.
Aerith, how did you get weighted die in?
Oh, I picked up coding, so now I'm a black hat hacker.
Actual 20, I got it.
I see.
6 points of damage. Jeez.
Hell yeah.
All
So you
right.
got like 3 20s and then 119.
As
Yeah,
you
right.
drive the rapier through the fire tabaxi, dispatching one of the last foes standing between you and the beginning of the trials that wait ahead of you. You feel a tug as Ken reaches behind you and grabs you by the wrist and kind of pulls you towards the fire elemental. You stagger into position, running up next to him, and using that momentum, kind of leap up and carve across its knee, and with a heavy strike, and sending it staggering back and falling down into a kneeling position, like. You then crack one more time, like across its jaw, before ending your movement there next to Ken. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Rose, it is your turn. Do you get a turn? You do not.
I do not.
You get to roll,
Also,
though.
can I point out, by the way, they saw their opportunity and took it. The material component for confusion is 3 nutshells. So you can just play that cup game to mess with somebody's head.
Oh my god, you could! That, oh,
Hell yeah.
you're doing so good, Rose.
Yeah,
I'm so proud
I don't
of
think
you.
I can do any worse.
Alright, does he get a turn? He does.
What turn are we on for confusion? Like
Probably
4 or 5?
6, 5 or 6, yeah.
5, 6? Okay.
Okay, so he gets his turn. Gonna swing with disadvantage at Eodos because you haven't been. Were you reckless?
Nah, since
Okay.
when you told me that, I forgot they were blind, so.
Yeah. 19s don't. Does it 26?
No. 26 will.
Okay, so you take 9 slashing, reduced down to 4 slashing, and 6 fire, reduced down to 3 for a total of 7 damage. Alright, and that is my green Myrmidon. Ken, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Let's, yeah. Let's just break out just to start swinging on him.
Okay.
Why not? Oh, he's blind, so I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Okay, both those hit.
And just for the funny. Nope.
You lower down. Actually, no, you'd already switched over to. Well, having disengaged the Vidolph in your system, you swing your hand out, and with an open splayed hand, the blade of justice appears within it in a flash of platinum light. You raise it up, strike out twice, shing shing, against the lower kind of like kneeled down body of this massive fire elemental. It's definitely looking like it's taking a beating, but they have quite a bit of hit points. Anything else you want to do?
Negative.
Okay. Does he get a 2? He rolled a 2, which I think is just doing
Nope.
nothing. Yep, do nothing. Okay. Eodos.
How much am I taking?
Yes. The burning. This time it wasn't as bad. It's 13 reduced to 6. Hey.
Right. I'm gonna spend the 2 charges to power up Dual Fates.
Okay.
And keep on swinging.
All right. Yep. Definitely. We'll annihilate that one. Oh boy.
So
With a
many 20s.
blast of thunderous energy, this one just is sprayed into charcoal and ash. You get a little
Alright.
bit on you, Rose.
That's fine. I'm not
You're
cognizant
on
enough
fire.
for this. And I'm
29,
on fire.
22, and 18. I don't think the 18 is gonna hit him.
On the... How are they being spread out?
I'll throw the 18 on the big guy, because I know you said he's got lower, and then the other 2 on the main little guy.
These are 18s for the Myrmidons. Those have 18. I haven't been keeping very well track of the big guy, but I know the Myrmidons is 18 for AC.
Oh, that's good then. That means all of them should hit. Because these don't have the
Do hit.
-5. These
Yep.
are just less.
From left to right. Okay. Alright.
Alright, here's attack number 2.
18 hits.
Your booming blades off.
3.
Alright, and then just the other set of Eldritch Blast.
And where's the sec? Because it can't target the one that you hit with the melee, right? It's other creatures.
I don't know. So if it's
Let me read. I think I said other creatures.
other creatures, then all 3 going to the big.
Okay. Oh, it just says at up to 3 additional targets, so you can target however you want.
I'll put all three into the big guy because those were still pretty good.
God.
Eldritch Blast.
Right.
Jeez.
2
All
max
right.
damage and a 3.
As you kind of flick out both great swords, becoming wreathed in black swirling light, you strike out at the first one. It explodes in charcoal energy as that light snaps out at the other three. You then twist in with your offhand blade, slash across the back of the other Myrmidon, releasing that black energy again to arc up over it, bam, 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 into the huge elemental. Definitely, you guys have more hit
And then
points on
here's the last
the board
attack.
now than they do. Oh, well, yeah, that is.
Now definitely.
But it does. This one doesn't have the
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast though. It's just that last bit on the little guy, little Myrmidon.
As those lights are coursing through the air, you twist, taking both blades together in a solid downward, dissipating this one as well. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete the Myrmidon. Oh wait, no, I needed him in there.
There's one more.
There's still one
Yeah.
off. There's one more off of the.
Hanging out.
He's just chilling.
I was like, maybe they'll just not want to fight everybody. They'll just run past. Maybe. No.
No.
Must
we need the
kill.
experience.
Orius.
I mean, what?
Yeah. Hey, I will say this. Get ready for leveling up, because your next
Getting there.
long rest could be it.
Alright, let's take a long
yeah.
rest right here, guys.
Yeah, right.
Those are the conditions in which it won't be. That's why I didn't say will, I said should. Alright.
Let's keep chipping him out.
Yep. That's some good ship damage. 19.
It takes the full action to put someone
Yeah.
out, right?
hmm
Sorry, guys. Maybe next try.
You're good. They're immune. I'm resistant. We can make
Right,
some
it
turns
really
with
doesn't
fire.
matter.
Okay. 8. You see it just continue to swing its blades wildly in space out there. Just,
You'll get something someday, buddy.
Aerith, it's your turn.
I will booming blade it, because why not? Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god!
Stop it.
Aerith,
Well, that, okay.
all your bad
Stop.
luck? It's been fixed.
Right?
It's now good luck.
Yeah,
No.
wait until we actually get into Ifrit.
You're
That
right.
also
It's
hit.
Yeah, that's
gonna
the
be
that's the thing,
rough.
isn't it?
That's all I got.
Aerith is going to be burnt to just pure charcoal in the first trial because of all these 20s.
All my saving throws. 1, 1, 1, 1.
yeah.
7. It's 23, 25, 36. Okay. Another hit like that, he goes down. All right. Rose.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Love it.
Okay. Roll me a save against your own
Uh-huh.
spell.
Nope.
Okay.
Can't you just choose to end
I
it?
got a phone call coming.
Like, normally, yes, you can choose to end it, but with confusion, I really feel like that's not something I have the capability of doing right now. And I'm gonna
Let's
play
take-
it that way.
Let's take 5 while Ken takes his phone call. Gives me a chance to feed my dogs. Because I was gonna have to take a break at the end of the battle anyway.
More water.
But since it's his turn, and yeah, so we'll be back in 5.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh yeah, dude. The fucking sunburst, the confusion.
Right. Blind.
Putting in work
confused,
for us.
scared, the entire table. Yep. I'm gonna go help feed the animals real quick.
I'm gonna go grab a drink too, like Aerith. Or I had the right idea.
Okay, I'm here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Aerith, your luck's changed. It's amazing.
I know.
Finally got rid of the curse.
I'm definitely gonna die later.
I need you to keep the same energy throughout this whole dungeon. For sure.
Just for the rest of the dungeon, I'll try.
At least until we reach the next level up. Oh man, 17's gonna be nice.
Hell yeah. I get to add another damage modifier into the equation.
Oh no. Not more damage.
Now I get to throw cult damage in there also the turn.
How much? That's gonna be so much damage.
Man, I can't wait. Like, I'm almost at like the final version of the styles, and it has a couple stages, but the first stage of it starts generating 2 charges on a hit. I cannot wait to get to that, and then I can really start AoEing with you guys.
What's your final style called?
Revenant style.
That sounds good.
It's like an augment style that works like on everything. I don't know if Kay's planning to tweak it at all, but the initial idea was once you're in a style, 3 hits activates it. And it's got, like I said, multiple stages to it, so it's still got a ways to go even when that's unlocked. But the first stage is generating charges on hits.
That's pretty good.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Grandma called.
You're good.
You good? Cade had to go take care of the dogs anyway, so it worked out perfectly.
Are you finding a new way to make yourself even tankier when we level up, Ken?
Okay, I'm back.
Well, after I'm done with trading for Gift of the Metallic Dragon, I'm either going to train for Resilient for Wisdom, or just wait until the next ASI to grab that feat.
Hell yeah.
Get some wisdom in on there.
Anybody still away? I guess I should just do ready check.
Ready, check.
I'm good.
Aerith?
I'm here.
Then I think we are good to resume. So, Ken, what would you like to do?
Swinging, with Justice Steel, Blooming Blade.
Okay.
That's it.
Word.
Yup. That hits. Both those hit. Okay, 22 and
Click off Blade.
11. 33 total. Okay. As it has fallen to its knee from Aerith's attack, striking at it, confused and blind, it's shaking its head. This deep, crackling, horrid, roaring sound. And in that moment, you just hold the blade to your side and strike twice. That final hit, severing the core of this poor, tormented creature, and sending it into oblivion.
I don't know about
Hell
poor
yeah.
tormented.
Maybe tormenting.
Right. He's trying to kill us.
Anything else you want to do, Ken?
Just keep my head on the swivel.
Okay.
Put out the 2 that are on fire.
Got it. He used his action already.
Oh,
All you
yeah.
can really do is bonus action or move. And at this point, like, you can move around Aerith freely, but moving with Aerith is half movement.
We.
So it's up to you.
Put him under your arm and just drag him along.
Pretty much.
We're going on a trip.
Over to get in position to try to put Rose out.
Okay. Eidos, it is your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, what's the damage?
Okay, that one would. You take 9 points of fire damage, reduced down to 4.
That's better. It's burning
2d10.
slightly less
And
hot.
I'm not rolling as good anymore.
Alright, then I'm just gonna use my action to put myself out.
You
Because there's just one confused boy over there. And I'm just gonna,
In the middle of the lava.
yeah, outside of our safe dome.
right? Kind of. Hence your muscles, like it's that like cracking your shoulders back. You see as his cloak behind him billows out, and with a concentration of your will on the universe, the fire fades out from around you. Step over next to Rose. Aureus, it's your turn.
I don't really need a pat out, Rose, because so let's just see if I can't finish off that guy.
Okay.
Toll the dead.
Toll the dead. They have
Oh,
wisdom. Nope.
30 damage. 35 damage. Holy
Oh
shit.
boy.
What a
Get 'em.
fucking toll.
Okay. You reach out with your fist once again. Boom. You see as its head reels back and it spins wildly in place, trying to see where that came from, what just hit it. But it rolls a 3 on its turn, and so it does nothing. Aerith, it's your turn.
Falling,
Sorry, was there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's all.
Aerith, it's your turn.
Falling poor guy in the.
I guess I'll just shoot him because
Why not?
the best
Why
that I
not?
can do.
21 hits.
And then
Oh, got it.
Eldritch Blast. 1,
Eldritch
2,
Blast.
3.
All 3 hit.
Pew pew pew.
11, 16. All right. You feeling that tug from Ken, move with that, and using that momentum, kick off the ground. As Eidos walks towards you, the flames being extinguished from around him, you raise the Sicarius and you point it almost directly at him, but he doesn't even flinch. As you fire the blast over his left shoulder, you hear the in the distance, and as as the Sicarius like recoils from the expended arcane energy, you focus your Eldritch Blast and fire it into the air. These 3 bolts that bam, bam, boom, and as the last one hits it, it is destroyed. And you are no longer in initiative. What do you guys do?
I have 4 rounds to be confused.
Let's pat Rose out in the meantime.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys extinguish Rose.
I'll also
Okay. First
finally
round, do nothing.
untie the rope.
Untie yourself.
I step
Into the
away.
piles, dragging
I
Earth
step
around.
away.
You are free.
I do like the idea of just like not really don't have enough time to just untie, so he just scoops air under
Yep.
his arm while he shoots and slashes at the fucking enemies.
It's great. It was kind of like having a dance partner through the entire battle. You were just moving around each other, and if you had tried to do that with everybody in tow, it was going to be strength checks and tricky. But the 2 of you, that's
I
not too
did
hard.
it.
You did it.
You did
As
it.
Rose finally shakes their confusion, and you realize how horrible your magic is.
God.
Can everyone roll me a perception check?
Oh god.
Sick.
Sure.
That is persuasion. Why does everything have to be P?
Right.
Oh yeah. D4?
Okay, what's this map? Okay.
It's
actually-
nope. Yeah, 15.
Was I the only
15.
one that got hit, or did other people
Oh,
also get
no.
hit?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Rose got hit.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got the shit kicked out of me, bro. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah.
Rose, as you
How's everyone-
finally shake your confusion and Aureus begins to move into position to ask how everyone's doing, you look and you see the walls of lava look like they're bulging out as more fire elementals are emerging from within the great magma pool that is pouring
Hey.
around the border.
Let's go.
This map is... There's about 40 feet on either side of this map that they're pooling into that borders up against the circle. So
Hey, yeah, cool. We don't have time for that. Let's go.
Inside
In the
10
door.
slot, and we
Right.
go.
Yep.
Let's go,
Rose kind of
Aureus.
just reaches
As-
out, pulls Aureus along,
okay.
which
As
makes
you guys-
everybody else move.
Grab Aureus, who still has the sensor that's releasing that sweet-smelling smoke. You charge forward, leaping up onto this stone bridge and across the magma flow, up the stairs and onto the strangely glowing platform. Before you is an open door that is about 20 feet wide. It's about 40 feet tall, and it just enters into what looks like a staircase that descends with torchlight on either side every 10 or 15 feet, and it just seems to go down.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen, right?
As you leap through that threshold and into the stairway, the sounds of the crackling flames become quieter and quieter, replaced just by the let's use this one, I guess. Yeah, replaced by the gentle and of constant crackling of the torches that light the stairway. You look behind you and up. As you go down about 100 feet, you can see a pinprick of light at the top that you know must be the exit from this stairway, but you don't see any fire elementals following you down here. What are you guys doing?
How much are you guys injured?
Go and
And it
go
might
ahead and
go
say.
4 out of
About
10.
half. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Maybe a
ahead and say
3.5 out of 10.
about the same. Yeah.
Alright, if we want to take 1 minute, I can roll 20d6 healing and split it amongst you.
That is definitely substantial.
I would just
Damn,
do
like
slash roll.
There was no way
I
to close
forgot,
the
I
door
still
behind
have the
us,
ring
right?
of regeneration.
It didn't even look like there was a door. It was just an open
Just
archway.
an opening. Okay. So
I'm
I mean,
like at 75.
hopefully a minute is fine, but sure.
Ring of
Bah.
regeneration.
That's a lot of sixes. Oh my god, that's a lot of
That
good
is.
rolls.
Alright.
Oh my god, is
So
that
who
allowed?
10 minutes.
It's only a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is 14 hit points higher than the statistical average.
Hell yeah.
Pretty damn good.
So,
Alright,
how you
so-
split that out? You gotta
Yeah.
do 2 dice at a time. So the first would be 10, the second
So let's
4, 8.
give 10 to Rose.
Okay.
And then let's do 2. So let's do 4 plus 8. So 12 to Aerith.
12.
Do 11 to Ken.
Okay.
9 to Eodos. I'm just going in circles.
Okay.
9 to Rose. 11 to Aerith. I'll take 7.
Okay.
I'll give 7 to Eodos. And then the last 8 to Rose.
So you take a minute
Better.
as Aureus prays quietly. You keep looking up the stairs, but you don't see anything coming down after you. The minute passes, your burns and wounds having been patched up, and your fighting strength restored.
How is everyone looking?
You say that as he is about to take a greater because he's still at like about a 5 out of 10 right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, how
I
many-
can do that again if you need me to.
No.
Oh.
Save-
How much is a greater?
20.
20?
Great. How's everyone else looking then?
That's a
how
really
much
how
I'm
you
still
looking?
within
A comment.
acceptable limits.
It's
Better.
right? 7 out of 10.
Better, or are you good?
7 out of 10.
Alright.
Better.
Eodos, are you good after your potion?
Yeah. I'm out now. Roughly a 10 out of a 13. I'm much better.
Why did you slide the scale?
It's easier that way.
Yeah.
Or are you
It's
like at
easier to do a
100 out of
10.
100 for me?
Yes. It was easier to say a 5 out of 10 when I was less than half health, but I don't have an even amount of health to divide into tens. So.
Everyone's good then.
I'll take my own healing potion.
Okay.
I guess if we're gonna
10,
slide the
right?
scales, I'm a 9 out of a 14 on my scale.
Okay.
It's only a 3rd level spell slot. I'm just gonna do that again.
Okay.
Up to
As
you.
you finish that first minute and you look around and your friends are taking healing potions, you kind of weigh the options. You look up the stairway and there's still nothing following you.
Got a lot of 6s.
That's another really good roll. 70 is the average.
Alright, 11 to Rose, 8 to Aerith. I will take 5. I feel like my number's even.
Right.
Consistent. 8 to Ken, 8 to Eodos, 8 to Rose, 8 to Aerith. I'll take another 6. 31. 8 to Eodos, and then another 7 to Rose.
That's much better. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not complaining about anything
Oh
now.
yeah, for sure.
Everyone solid?
Problem
Besides the
solved.
fact that I'm getting a little antsy and we should really keep going, probably. It doesn't look like they're following us, but
It
you
only took
know,
us
why
2
not?
minutes. We're good.
I'm just concerned about the why not.
We can go now. Just want to make sure we're all ready.
Okay.
What's the marching order? Go ahead and let's say this is the forward direction over here on the right. Who's leading the way and what order are we moving in? The stairway that you're in is about 15 feet wide, so you can easily walk shoulder to shoulder up to 3 people if you'd like.
Yep. I got my face is my shield.
That's fair.
And I'll cover the rear.
Okay. As you resume the trek down the stairway, it continues downstairs for about another 50 feet before you can see it leveling out into a flat hallway, essentially. You approach, and I guess I should ask, how are you guys moving forward? Are you staying quiet?
Yeah, I
Are
don't
you-
think there's really any reason to.
Probably
Yeah.
already knows we're here.
Yeah, I mean, just careful.
Careful.
If
We're
not,
not
are-
everybody-
deliberately being loud, if that's what you're asking.
We are inside of Ifrit. He knows we're here.
Hello,
that's
Efrit.
fair.
Make yourself known.
He is here. This is him.
Okay.
Let me
Sorry,
see, I
I'm
can't
doing a
argue.
little research.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm half talking to myself. I'm doing some research, and I have ideas.
Oh no. Can everyone roll me a perception check as you approach that bottom landing?
Perception. Now, I'm admiring the architecture.
It's very baroque, kind of lots of dark metal, which you wouldn't expect for the inside of a living creature, but what you walk on feels like a pure black, almost like titanium, but charred and scored until it looks like obsidian.
I was
You
about to say obsidian.
It looks like it, but it's not stone. As you kind of like put your hand on it, there's warmth to it, and there's that reflective kind of flat feeling of processed, heated rock that has then been cooled into a new shape. Rose and Ken, as you both kind of lead the way down, you can hear. You've been kind of surrounded by this light crackling from the torches that are 10 feet on both sides of you. And ahead of you, you hear what sounds like a distant inferno, maybe 30 feet beyond where the bottom of this landing is. You guys are still on the
Great
stairway.
way.
How are you heading down? Or what are you doing from here? God.
I mean, Rose is just continuing forward, kind of like skirting the edge of our safety bubble because they're trying to get down here, figure out
Okay.
what we're looking at.
Okay. So you guys are kind of at the edge of the bubble up ahead. Is there?
I mean, roses. I don't know.
Okay, so Rose would be up at the kind of tippy top. What about you, Ken?
Yeah, I'm still up front. I guess once I hear that, I'm like, again, there's no point in going down quiet, but I'm just as careful as I can to be ready for anything.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you guys onto this map because with your perception checks, the two of you at the front get down to the stairway to the point where you can get just below the arch of the doorway that leads into what you can recognize. Not because you've been here before, but because it's very similar to what you encountered within the Temple of Earth. As you stare through this archway, you see a floor of what looks like molten metal, solid and holding up creatures on it, but twisting with red light within it as though it hasn't quite settled and cooled. Beyond that, about, let's see, where's my measuring tool? About 60 feet or so, you see a low black metal fence, kind of like a rise of ridges that go in a circle around a massive burning pit that you can see red light billowing up from beneath. And hovering in the center of that big circle is a crystal, nearly 25 feet, 30 feet in diameter, and maybe 80 feet tall, wreathed in black, cracked, arcane corruption, surrounded by an ephemeral black barrier with 4 tethers stretching off to the other end that you can't quite make out from the angle you're at right now. Now I'm going to put you guys on the map.
Oh.
Not yet. I wanted to give my narrative description first. It's going to take a second to load. I'm sorry. There's a lot of particle effects happening on this map because I wanted to use a lot of the special effects.
Right.
Ooh,
Oh.
shiny. Oh,
Okay, Cade.
it's so big.
I had fun.
Oh yeah.
It has loaded for me. Wow.
And before you, seemingly unnoticing you just yet, you see 2 of the Myrmidons and
Oh god.
a handful of the Fire Tabaxi. I figured you're kind of still in the back there, Aureus, which is why I had you guys off the map there.
No problem.
But as Rose and Ken stop to kind of take this site in, they crouch down. I assume the rest of you do walk up behind them. What are you guys doing?
I think my roll 20 had a seizure.
Why?
Oh,
I don't know, it just like
Yeah.
freaked out and I couldn't see the map anymore.
No, no.
it definitely doesn't like it when I zoom in, zoom out, or like change the angle.
Yeah.
I
It'll
can
be
disable
fine.
some of the lighting if it gets easier or if it gets detrimental. How's yours running, Earth?
I mean, seems okay.
Okay.
Guess I'm gonna slowly skirt forward and see if I can get a scope on how many enemies there are in this front area.
Roll me a stealth check
I
as you get
see
closer.
others. I see the
Mhm.
Yeah.
tails.
Probably. That's why I'm trying to get in there just a little bit.
Dirty 20. Okay. No perception proficiency, which means the +0 gives them a natural 18. As you creep down, you kind of hug up against that wall and looking back up at the party, staying just at the edge of that radius, you do see that there are more out here. In addition, the entirety of this chamber is extremely well lit, being mostly on fire. So you can see pretty much the entire chamber from here. As I will hide, reveal, have to use the new hide reveal tool. Different.
Reveal.
I'm going to reveal that side. From the angle you're at, you can see.
It did not reveal.
I'm still
Oh, there we go.
revealing.
Cool. Okay.
Ooh.
There are a number
okay.
of elementals kind of just like standing almost expectantly waiting. They don't talk to each other. They're not moving. And at the moment, Rose, they do not appear to have noticed you.
Okay,
This
so give me
is
1 second. 1, 2,
definitely
3, 4,
not
5, 6,
creepy.
7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just silently over back to the party, I will indicate to them that at least on this half of the map, I see about 15 to 16 enemies.
Probably scurry up the stairs another 30 or so feet back just to give yourselves the space. Because, I just made the map how I made it. But obviously the stairway goes way up.
Maybe I should have saved my ace spell for this.
I mean, we could lure them all this way, funnel them up this way, or do we want to actually fight them out there?
Do we think we could sneak past him and just get to the door? Because weren't you transported last time when you got to the door?
I don't know where the doors are necessarily.
You can see 2 of them.
Which ones are they the gray ones on the wall there?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
on the other
see
side
these...
of the room.
Oh, where the things are pointing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, these black
green.
chains seeming to
Okay.
link from
Okay, okay.
within the crystal itself are tied to each of these doors, and crackling with... I wanted to make it black lightning, but the particle effect's just white, so...
The doors were literally around the shrine. Like in a circle, essentially.
Right. These ones are kind of on the far wall.
This temple's shaped different.
Right. I mean, I could get us to the far wall if we would just want to go for one of the doors. I don't know if they'll follow us. I don't know if it won't unlock unless we beat the monsters. I don't know what the rules are here. I'm kind of flying a little blind
If you saw 16 on one half,
on
I'm
one
just gonna
half.
double it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double it and say there's 32.
Go ahead and assume yes. That's a safe
That's a
assumption.
lot of enemies.
Yeah.
That's where they
Yeah.
all went. They ran out of the city. They went home.
Right. I have doubts, I guess, is what I'll go ahead and say that we could sneak necessarily. We could try the whole. I mean, we could try the same thing we did in the city. We could go invisible. I could, like I said, I could get us to the closest door up here, like to the left there. Rose will like kind of point out that way. I could get us there.
And maybe they want to attack us because it's like a temple to Ifrit, but I'm not kind of keen on
I
that.
have more than a couple doubts about that. You want to go out there and talk to him?
I'm fine with that, but I don't think it'll work because I don't speak Infernal or Primordial.
I feel like you're also on your own for that. I refuse to help you. I'm sorry.
Well, you're actually forced to follow me because I have the sensor.
I mean, I don't have
I'm
to.
not.
It would be in my best interest.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm fine with sneaking or whatever you're planning on doing to get us over there, but I feel like we'll have to deal with them at some point.
Maybe once we do all 4 of the doors, and then they'll be friendly, right?
Hopefully.
Sure, that's how that'll
If
go.
last time was any indication, that's not exactly the end of it all.
Did you still have to like fight stuff even after you freed Eden?
Yeah, I guess Devin put a failsafe on each of the crystals, so whenever the trials are complete, he still has one last card to play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Had to fight
good.
a big ass 2-headed stone dragon last time, so
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that'll be the same case, but with fire.
Yeah.
Good to know. I don't know.
That's so many enemies and the trial.
Yes. And a boss after the trial, apparently.
I guess we can make an attempt to sneak our way past, turn everyone invisible again, and skirt the wall till we hit the door.
Would you like to do that, or would you like to jump? I can do that once.
Jump? What do you mean jump?
Teleport.
I can get us over there. I've done it before.
Wait, teleport?
Kind of, but shorter range. I guess I don't even know if that'll work with all of this, but we could try.
Yeah, I guess that is the most direct way to go about it. Yeah.
And the fastest.
Yeah, fast and direct. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, no promises, because I don't... Shit's finicky here.
Just give it a try.
But, yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming you mean scatter?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a
I
charisma
can
check
get
with
us...
advantage.
Right, I can get us, like, right next to this guy, and then we'll just have to book it. But...
Okay.
If you can at least get me to the door, I should be able to read it aloud.
You can sure get yourself to the door. What did you use? Charisma check with advantage?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You look back, like crouching down and creeping forward and looking back across that space and seeing the multitude of foes that lay between you and the first of many objectives. You nod back up to the party and begin to cast out your spell, and as you release it, you feel resistance, frustration and anger, fury and rage, but you push through it with your own sense of self and self-confidence, and the rest of you are sucked into a nothing space in a very familiar way as teleport and reappear all grouped up together just outside the door. Can you guys please roll me initiative, as they are definitely going to notice you guys now.
Nah.
No, I
No.
cannot, because I definitely spoke too soon and mine has been froze
no.
up for the past God knows how long. I've been trying to see if
no.
I can. Yeah. So I'm
Okay,
gonna have to
let me-
restart
That's the
and
wrong
hope it works.
I'm going to turn off the fires.
Oh, they were really cool.
Because it froze up
Alright.
before you revealed whatever you revealed. I've been
Yeah, I
going
mean,
off of ear when they were talking. So.
it probably tries to load the whole map all at once. But that's why I put fire actually on the map as well as with the particle effect, just in case I had to remove things. All right, let me know if that works better when you reload.
It's probably gonna be a minute or two because I had to like hard cut the laptop off. Like it hung up.
Oh no.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So.
Overloaded the memory. Oh, no.
Look what you've done, Cade.
I kind of thought
It's
I
so
could.
cool though.
It is cool.
Yeah, no, you did a great job on it.
Thank you.
How do you take a screenshot of the picture of like the screen? Because I could just send it to Earth and...
Press print screen and then you copy it onto like Paint. And then save it as a
Or you can do the Windows key and S. Wait, hold on. Windows Shift
yeah.
S.
Yeah. That's snap.
We'll also
Windows
do the
Shift
snap tool.
S.
Yeah, Windows Shift S will bring up the snipping tool, and then you just drag whatever part of the screen you want to copy, and that'll copy it to your clipboard. And then you can just paste that like into Discord. I would do it, but there are secrets.
What kind of secrets?
How many hit points they each have? Oh God, did I
we see the other half of the room from here or no?
No. Yeah, you can. Let me reveal it.
What did you?
As I
oh
realize
God.
that I need a second. All right,
Don't
let's
worry
get tied
about
together again.
Well, at least Aerith rolled high, so you can get us out of here.
I have advantage on initiative rolls.
You do.
Hell yeah.
It's
Okay,
truth. It
so-
gives you a moment's insight into the future.
just so you can at least kind of see what we're seeing until your laptop maybe stops exploding.
I was afraid.
I was afraid. I was petrified.
Yeah, I definitely think it's about time I get a new laptop. Fortunately, I was trying to ride this one out as long as I could. Raggedy as
Right?
it has become.
I I meant
Oh.
I meant to give you Aurora's old laptop when you guys visited
Right?
last year, and I forgot.
We had it like sitting out and everything, and we just
Right?
kept forgetting. We were so excited just to hang out with everyone. We kept forgetting.
Yep. Already, and then totally forgot, and you had to leave earlier than everybody else and everything too, and just didn't even think about it.
Mail it to him. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
we could, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if
Like,
it
I
would
could probably get a
survive very
box from
well,
work.
but
Right, so that's what the rest of the room looks like.
okay.
You saw the majority of them from your angle, because the front group that doesn't get duplicated. It's just the two side groups that appear to be reflected.
A lot of
Right.
enemies.
It's a lot of enemies. You are very strong.
I
Maybe I should
mean,
pick up
I would be
transmutate spell
worried.
and transmutate fireball to something else. Thunderball.
Old ball.
Thunderball.
Cold ball.
Snowball.
Snowball
Yeah.
fight.
Smart.
A
Tied
wizard
together.
cast snowball. Like, that's probably weak. Just giant lizard appears in front of you.
Isn't there like Snillix Snowball Storm or something like that?
Yeah, Senelix
Where you
There's
make a
Snowball
Odaluke's
bunch
Storm.
of like,
freezing
yeah.
sphere too. I like that one.
I like this freezing sphere in Baldur's Gate 3. It's fun to watch people slip, even your allies.
I always laugh in Baldur's Gate where you get hit, so it puts blood on the ground, and then ice gets caused, and you forget about it, so you slip on your own blood. You the guy frozen underneath you. Oh, I don't like how many enemies are here.
Right. I posted the
If
whole
you want to, just
map.
throw me at the end of the initiative because apparently there's also this happening because I restarted my
Oh no.
laptop.
Here,
And
I'll roll an initiative for you. You rolled a 12.
which puts you almost at the end, but not quite.
Just ahead again.
I mean, we're gonna try to get the fuck out of here anyways, so
Right. So as you
hopefully not fighting.
materialize here, Aerith, the feeling of being sucked into nothingness and then expanded back into the world itself, you see as the four elementals appear at this end, turn and recognizing the incursion upon their territory, face towards you. And then you realize that you had seen all of that while the teleport was still going on. And as you snap into reality, what are you doing?
I touch the door and I read
Okay.
or try to find the inscription and
Roll
read
me an
it.
intelligence check, yes. As you hurry over to the door next to Aureus and you look up at this massive gate covered in what looks like those like the Japanese seals, but they're made of they look like fabric and they're kind of just like billowing within the warmth and heat
Oh, the
of
tags?
this. Yeah.
God damn it.
Kind of. You're not sure which door this is.
I should have used Ring of Puzzlers. Wait.
Yeah.
You have to call it beforehand.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of.
Can you boost it?
Let's see. Descriptions of this one. I mean, it would be warmth, heat.
What were the 4 things again? One was fusion.
Fission.
Consumption would probably be
Flash,
one of the ones
flame,
here.
Forge, and fission.
Yeah.
Kind of look through, and words stand out, but ancient and old. You're not sure. I will say, as part of the action, you can choose to guess if you'd like.
What were the hints? You said warmth and what others?
Heat, consumption.
I want to say forge.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
You rest your hand on the door and call out the word, but it does not respond to you.
Damn.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and, because you appeared right next to them, let's do his attacks. First one hits Eodos for 9 slashing and 4 fires. That's 13.
Is that already reduced on the fire?
Yeah. It was 9 and 8 because I rolled really good on his fire die. But
Okay.
yeah. And then this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. You're gonna just run for Rose because it's fun that way. He doesn't get his
Thank
advantage
you.
because he doesn't have a friendly within range of him, but does get his normal attacks.
Oh, thank you.
19s don't hit you, right?
No, 20.
Damn it. Rolled 2 19s and then a 16 and a 15. So he comes
Hey.
swinging, but as he comes at you, you kind of like, no, don't.
Fuck it off, don't touch me.
Aureus, is your turn.
Can I guess?
It's a
Or
much
only...
higher DC for you because you look at this, and this is not a scripture you recognize.
I don't want to fight right now. Let's gamble. I'm guessing flame.
That was going to be my
Aureus,
second guess.
yeah, having seen Aerith's first guess go awry and having heard the words that Aerith was able to translate in that moment, you rest your hand on it and call flame. And as you do, the runes on the door glow. You feel a warm sensation pass through your body, all of you, as you are teleported yet again, this time in a much more burning way. And as you appear within a small room, maybe about 60 feet in diameter, you are surrounding what looks like a 5-foot diameter pedestal made of obsidian and stone, standing on a similar floor to the one you had just left, a kind of black metal with burning red lines just radiating and waving through it. Around you, you see 3 pools of magma, as well as 3 other pedestals, each of them holding a flame, one of each color. As you appear here, you also see the magma begin to bubble and boil as 3 myrmidons are joining the party to make sure that this is not completely uneventful. Don't get out of battle that easy.
Knock it off, we're working on it.
As you appear here in the space, go ahead, roll me initiative,
They're
and welcome
so
to the defensive
colorful.
flame. Didn't mean to do
Green,
that.
yellow.
You also see 3 small
Of course.
torches off of the side of the pedestal.
Are we surrounded by magma?
Those pools, I
There
think,
are pools of magma. So there's a wall. Like the chamber's only so big, but beyond that, just as the background for the fire ones, I just have magma.
Gotcha. All right.
So because this room doesn't go anywhere, it just exists. Technically, you're surrounded by magma.
Technically.
Haha, I'm still
At
first.
And at least we have the full reign of this area because it's the same size as our bubble.
Well, as long as I don't
That's
move
promising.
to one
Well.
corner.
I guess if you don't fuck it up, yeah.
Oh. I'm stuck locked to the... No, I
You
messed
have
it
to
up
stay
already.
right there.
Okay.
I cannot move.
Don't move, Aureus.
I can move within just these 4 blocks.
Right. Yep. And that's
You
where
can
you
pass
stay.
the sensor to others as well.
Nah.
That is true. But I think everyone needs 2 hands for their stuff.
Yeah, a lot of you guys do need 2 hands to fight with, don't you?
I'm a spellcaster.
What? A great sword? I can one hand
Right?
it. Probably.
Yeah.
Spellcasting,
Easy.
it can be
Worst
like
thing I had
Sasuke,
been.
use one hand.
Right?
Oh, on the wrong layer. Okay. So as you take in the surroundings, Aerith, looking around and kind of seizing this moment, you see the bubbling before it's happened and are kind of in the process of pointing it out to the rest of your allies as you prepare to act. What are you doing on your first turn?
I don't have Blade Song up anymore.
No, and the Emboldened Bond is also down at
Yes,
this
that
point
would
because
be
it's
down.
definitely been more than 10 minutes.
How many?
Hamana.
I'll Blade Song and
Okay.
then grab one of the torches.
Well, okay, so it's more like a sconce. It's like built into the stonework. It doesn't
Oh.
look like it's something you can take with you.
Grab the fire. Touch it with your bare hands.
Yeah, I'll go up to the flames here.
Okay.
And I'll touch it.
Okay. You reach out with both hands and kind of cup it around the base of this flame that seems to be floating above the pedestal. You don't see any sign of fuel. There's no gas or wood or charcoal for it to burn off of, and you cup your hands underneath it. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Maybe I should do this part.
Oh fuck.
As you pull on the flames, you feel they pull something from you, and as the heat weighs into you, you feel your breath become heavy in your chest, and you take a level of exhaustion.
Oh,
fuck.
Lord.
Nope. Never mind. That was a little bit more than Bernie.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Nick?
Besides get tired at fire.
No, that'll be it.
Okay, this one's going to come over to you and execute its duty. Oh, it's a 25 on the second hit. Does that hit you?
No.
Oh, okay. 26 AC. Monster. As you feel that pull from your chest, that feeling of it's almost like the same with the legendary action ring after you finish your battles, that like that draining. You turn and see him coming, drawing the rapier quickly, deflect the first attack. You dodge out of the way, and the third one you kind of just like snap the rapier, sending it staggering off to the side, unable to hit you. Aureus, it's your turn.
So it's just these 3 pedestals? There's nothing else here?
Yep. You see 3 pedestals with a different colored flame on each of them, and 3 pools of lava, and the one in the middle.
Yeah, and then 3 things in the middle here.
Mhm.
I don't know if we're supposed to bring the fire to them, if we're supposed
I
to
couldn't
touch them in the
move.
right order.
I couldn't move
I-
the torches. So.
Maybe if we have like a wooden object, we could put the wood in it, not our hand, and then transfer it over.
Why not?
Do I got anything wooden? What do I got? Hold on. Yeah, let's not burn that. That's kind of important.
Nah.
What if you push the Myrmidon into the fire? It goes. There we go.
I'm not that strong anymore. I don't think I can do that.
Okay, Ken, you know what to do.
Yes, Ken. You
Bully
you
some
are-
Myrmidons.
I don't have an adventurous pack, so I don't have torches. Okay. Well,
You got a
I guess
cane. Just light your cane on fire.
it's a
You don't need
nice
that anymore.
cane.
You don't need it
I
anymore.
do have my cane. All right. Okay, sure. I will stick part of my cane into the fire and see if that ignites it.
Okay. You draw your cane from the kind of nook you store it in within your backpack, and you place it into the fire, but it does not burn or react.
Okay. Did that take my
You gotta,
action?
you just gotta touch it.
I say bonus action.
Alright, take my bonus action. I don't want to be exhausted though.
Well,
Still
we don't
working
know
on
if that
con
one. We
saves.
don't know if
Right?
that one
Alright.
also
Alright.
gives exhaustion.
Right? What if we just have to touch them in the right order?
Tell you what, I will use my action to embolden Bond, and then someone else can touch it with a plus 1d4.
Okay. You walk over and testing it, at least being relieved to the fact that your cane was not damaged. You resheath it quickly and then pass out your emboldened bond, linking together your party once again. Rose.
Alright, you can go touch it, Rose.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna go. You want to bet? I'll go touch it. Don't
Okay.
tempt me.
Myrmidon swings at you. 20 to hit.
Oh,
20
that just
hits.
hits.
You take 14 slashing damage.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Like, fuck off. Don't touch me.
Okay. And then roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't know why you told them to touch it. You don't threaten Rose with a good time. It never works.
18. Okay. You see Rose put out both hands a little hesitantly, but more with
Nah,
that like
no
overcome confidence that like if you roll really high on your wisdom, you might see a little bit, but you get your hands cupped beneath it and it dislodges from the pedestal. You still feel it almost beating within your own chest, and it looks like the flame pulses with your heartbeat.
See, how hard is it? Can I move over
You are at half movement, but yes, you can move.
with the fire? Okay.
Mhm.
I think I used 5, 15, so
I think you'd be like 5 away. How much movement do you have?
30. So I can only move like one more square back.
Yeah.
I'll go there.
Rose begins to walk, the flame flickering before them. Anything on your bonus action?
Let's go ahead and Bardic Inspiration for Ken.
Throw Ken a bardic inspiration as this Myrmidon is going to.
Grab the fire.
The second one does hit with a 23. You take 11 slashing damage. Make me another Constitution saving throw. As it swings out at you, the first one you duck down out of the way. Oh,
Hey.
okay.
My bad. I just wanted to get my initiative in there.
Thought I added you, but you're not there. Huh. Okay. Okay. 10. Okay. As the blade swings out at you, you duck down out of the way once. It then raises its sword and cuts down. You all, well, I guess Aureus and Eodos can evidently see that as Rose takes that hit, the flame in their hand flashes out. They manage to hold on to it, but you do take a level of exhaustion as it draws some inner fire from you to sustain itself.
They will try their best to hide that.
Okay. That is his turn. Ken, your turn.
5, 10, 15. Thing. Rose snagged the flame, so I'll just follow suit.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Plus a d12.
It is plus a d12,
Right.
yep.
And a D4.
If you need it.
But if you need it,
Yeah, don't use
which
it.
you don't.
Do you think you might? You reach out and take the blue flame in hand, kind of cupping it in that same way. You pluck it from its pedestal with ease, and you feel as it begins to resonate within you. This arcane flame reflecting your heartbeat and beating with you. You can still move, but you are at half movement.
So that was
Right
15.
there,
So,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's half of 15.
Would be 7, so it'd be
Like a square.
10. Yeah.
1 square, yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
Right to front. So that it's over Ken.
Fire.
I like these little flames. They're cool.
Right?
Okay, and if it's working on this map with the fire for Eidos, then I think I know what the problem is on the other one, and that's that I exported it at a very high image quality, and I might need to just update that. But, okay, as Ken
Yeah,
takes...
this one's working fine. I can see the little flames flickering like all in rows and Kins
Hell yeah.
and Aerith, so
Hell yeah. Takes the blue flame, kind of turns back towards the party, and begins to walk that determined trudge, something slowing you down, holding you, taking a little bit from you with each step. This one here is going to get over to Aureus because you are the closest one. Attempt.
I'd be more surprised if he missed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I roll a 23, a 25, and a 28 to hit Aureus, who's AC 13.
An
You
AC
take
of 15.
a 15. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. You take a total of 36 slashing damage and 9 fire, and that's after being reduced.
Okay.
Total of 44. As it moves towards you, and you watch as Aureus, still facing Rose, stoically takes 3 hits on his back. The golden wrappings, or the bandages with the golden insignias and scriptures in them on his forearms, flashing with each impact. And Aureus himself, seemingly unperturbed. Aaron, it's your turn.
Show off.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay. Actually,
You can
hold
do
on.
it. I believe in you.
It would be, because we just went to the top of the round, so it would be Eidos first,
Eidos'
'cause he hasn't
turn.
had a turn yet. And
Free action
roll.
surge.
Really? Okay, game. Fine.
Love to hear it.
As the next combat round starts, another Myrmidon is going to emerge out of the rock.
No.
Oh, son of a.
Okay,
No more
speedrun.
Myrmidons. Right?
so we probably need to let one at a time grab the flame and we all run defense.
I hit disadvantage. Boo. 2 13s and a 14. He heads over to Ken, and seeing him coming, you're kind of like moving forward at that steady pace back towards the middle. He swings out 3 times, each time the cloak that you wear seeming to lash out and distract, deflect, and protect you. He's unable to hit you. Eidos, it's your turn.
Just going to move here so Rose can get to the main thing, and I'll try to help deal with this guy.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna wreck this shit.
Let's charge at least.
Tripping the blade off.
That one does hit. And 29 points of damage.
I'm gonna see if it goes up.
33 points of damage. Got it.
Alright, and I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Aerith, now it is your turn.
I try and grab it.
Okay. Give me another
Don't.
Constitution saving throw.
You got a D4. You got a D4.
I love
Just don't
the
fuck it up.
background like duh.
Yeah, all right. If you get it or if you don't, get it, let's try to get these one at a time because these guys are
Son
gonna
of
keep
a.
spawning. They're just gonna be like,
Ugh.
You hug again and feel that same pull. You take another level of exhaustion. And the flame does not move. Anything on your bonus action?
No.
Okay. Oh no. Where's my stat block? Why would I close it? No. 24 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
Okay. 3 misses. He is still swinging at you, though. He just stands there and as you twist and dodge out of the way, each movement feeling like it takes more and more effort as you keep having to like catch your breath during your blade song to keep it going. Aureus, it's your turn.
Alright, let's try and eliminate that one.
Okay.
Cool the dead.
Okay.
Wow, 2
Less
ones.
good. Yeah.
All right. You hold the dead, sending it kind of staggering back just a little bit. Anything?
That will be my turn because I kind of want to block this one from hitting Rose.
Okay. Start of your turn, Rose. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. It's fine. Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
You feel that pull within your chest, see your heart beating in the fire in your hands, but you are not further exhausted by it. What would you
Fuck
like to do?
you. Take a step forward.
Okay.
And can I deposit it onto one of these?
You step up to the sconce, kind of like looking at it with like consternation, frustration, annoyance, I think would probably be the best word on
Yeah.
Rose's face. You raise your hands up and it feels like it takes so much effort. You put your cupped hands above the sconce and it's like a blanket is released from your shoulders. A weight is gone. You can breathe. You take a deep breath and it's still hot as hell in here, but that heat no longer burns within your chest. Instead, it is now burning within the sconce itself.
Cool. Do I still have an action, or was that my action?
That was your action.
Okay.
You have your bonus action.
Yeah. Just kind of like sigh a little bit, and then look up and look over to Aerith, and I'll bonus action Bardic Inspiration on him as well.
Okay.
And that was 10 feet of movement, right?
Yes. And you have your normal movement left.
Yeah. But I don't want to get hit again, so I guess I'll just hit that guy.
Okay. Well, if you would like, you're going to get an attack of opportunity on him because you're no longer an interest to him. He's going to
He's
head on around
blocking
here.
away.
He doesn't want to
I
get
will,
hit by
yes.
Ida, so he's not going to fish for advantage. 27 to hit you, Ken?
Nope.
Natural 20 to hit you, Ken?
God damn it.
Take a total
damn,
of 13.
that means he rolled 2 nat 20s.
When?
If you got a nat 20, because he's got his cloak of displacement.
That's right, the Cloak of Displacement. I'm sorry. I am sorry. You are right.
Okay.
So the first attack definitely missed. Second attack, nope. Nope. The highest I would
Okay,
roll disadvantage
I
is
was like,
23.
holy shit,
No,
this man
you
rolled
can do
2 nat
20s.
20s together.
I would have been a lot more excited. I forgot about the Cloak of Displacement. That was my bad. None of those hit you because I don't think a 23 hits Ken. Again, as you stand, your heart beating in your hands, your cloak lashes out almost like with a mind of its own. These shadowy tendrils protecting and distracting the enemies from being able to hit you. It is your turn. Roll me another Constitution saving throw.
And I did hit that guy as he walked away for 16.
Heck yeah, thank you.
Oh no.
Ooh.
D12?
Yep.
Unless it automatically fails, but I
Oh,
don't
it's a
think
saving
it's
throw. They don't automatic. Okay.
2?
15. You feel that pull in your chest, and you look over at your friends. And Rose's inspiration. You grit your teeth. You do not take a stack of exhaustion.
Hey.
Neat.
Then I'll use my reaction to kick that to Eidos.
Okay.
Yes, so. Fuck.
Okay.
Mm. Okay, I'm at half movement, so that's 15 feet.
And
So
if you leave their spaces, they're going to hit
Yeah.
you, and you're going to have to make more
Yeah.
con saves too.
You know what?
Or they're gonna try to hit you. You do have a
Yeah.
cloak
Yeah,
of
well.
displacement.
Yeah.
It's true.
And a
So-
28 AC on top of it.
Right. So actually, yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, let's
Fuck it.
roll the dice.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hey.
That's 2 12s. That does not. As you step forward, you see both their blades swing out, carving into that space that you were in. Neither of them able to hit you. You step forward. Do you follow what Rose did?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Holding out your hand again. It's like it takes so much effort. Like it's like you are so tired. Cup your hand above the sconce and separate it, and that weight leaves you, and you take a deep breath again and feel as the heat that had been burning within you and reflecting into this flame is now also within the sconce around the center.
Neat. And then I turn around to look at that guy who tried to swing at me earlier.
Oh.
It's probably not gonna hit, but
No.
the message
Good
was
try,
there.
Yep. All right. Then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I clicked in the wrong place.
Oh,
Good luck, Aerith. Bye.
Why me?
Is you're the
Because
only
you're
one
by the
left.
last one.
All right, these are normal attacks. What is your AC?
26.
Okay. I hit you once.
Shield?
Okay. I hit you with a 27 once.
Okay.
As you see,
So petty.
which? Just tell me which one is the last one to attack.
it would be this one here is the second one to
The
attack.
one that just spawned.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Perfected armor. Let's try to yank him back towards me.
Okay. Is that a strength save on his side?
Let me confirm. Perfected
As you
armor.
see them
Additional
turn away from
comfort.
Aureus. And Aureus, if you wanted, you have an attack of opportunity. It did leave your range if you have your reaction.
Yep, you can use your reaction to magically force the creature to make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC.
I don't think it's a 7. I don't think he's going to make that. Okay. As you see the two swarm at Aerith and begin swinging their blades, the first one slices out 3 times, and on the second one you see that flash of arcane light from Aerith as he's bubbled in like spinning shield of script and arcane sigils. You watch the second one swing out, also clattering against the defenses and unable to hit Aerith. You reach out with your right arm as that platinum dragon's arm manifests an energy around it and snaps across that distance, grabbing it around the hip and just yanking it back towards you. It's 10 feet towards you? Or 15?
30.
Oh, okay. So, then he is right there.
And if he lands 5 feet in front of me, he gets fucking. Yeah, let me get it. Yep, pull the creature up to 30 feet towards you in occupied space. Pull the target to a space within 5 feet of you and get a melee weapon attack. Yep.
That hits. 10 damage. Got it. As he flies
So
through the
excited. I
air.
never get to really like succeed with the pools.
Your fist kind of
I
clenched
forget.
back in that, like, preparing to strike as you just yanked back. You just wham! As he slams into your fist and arcs forward. Definitely felt that one. Okay, I think that was their turns. Yeah, so Eidos, now it's your turn.
Well, I'm just gonna keep swinging on this one and try
Actually,
and get rid of it.
really game. At the start of
What's
that,
up?
technically one more, because I keep rolling ones on my D3s.
Oh,
Yeah. I think it's just the start of every turn. I don't think it matters if
Yeah,
it's
it's just when the initiative count
us
ticks
fucking
over.
with the
Yeah,
fire.
that's why I was trying to give Ken the heads up. Let our boy with the con the best shot at grabbing
You're
it.
right.
Grab it. We run defense. But Eric just wants to put his fingers in the fire. He just wants to get his hands burned.
He just wants to get burned.
I just want to feel something.
That hits.
And I am reckless, just in case
Okay.
that matters for the monsters.
Got it. Yeah, that definitely hits them.
I just had a funny idea.
Oh yeah?
I gotta wait until my next turn. After my next turn, though.
4.
I'm
Okay.
gonna re-roll, see if I can get better than 2 4s. Nope. In fact, worse. So the first one it is.
Got it. All right. Still there, barely hanging in there.
Make sure to put my blades off.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this is gonna get him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking extra damage from Life Drinker and Great Weapon Master was enough. Twist the blade. It is destroyed and clatters to the ground as a pile of burned armor.
Alright, I'm gonna swing him beside Ken and swing on this guy. Or get a charge.
Yep. All right. And that's action bonus. So,
Yep.
Aerith,
That's my turn.
your turn.
Let me come over there and grab it.
But you're also feeling so inspired, Aerith. You can do it.
Right? You gotta be 12.
Is the exhaustion only on them while they're holding the flame? Actually
No,
have
it's
levels
still
of
there.
exhaustion.
Nope, they are still
No.
exhausted.
Yeah,
You know,
please don't.
You're
touch
just
it.
no longer being exhausted further.
what's the worst that could happen?
I'm very tempted.
I mean, if you can grab it, you could always misty step with it, right?
That's what I was thinking, but the question is, can I fucking grab it?
You gotta be 12. I believe in you.
If you want to risk it, I believe. I have faith in our boy.
This will be my last try.
We already got 2 of them.
This will be my last try.
What's
fair,
what's
that's
the
fair.
third level of exhaustion?
God, what is a third level of exhaustion? Just disadvantage,
Disadvantage on
on
attack
everything
rolls and
else.
saving throws.
On
Yep.
everything.
Yeah. Speaking from
Literally.
experience, various levels of exhaustion.
Why
sucks.
the fuck?
You better roll that 12
Roll
then.
the d12. Okay. So as you place your hands in the fire, that heat resonates within you and you feel it burn. You feel the instinct to yank away, but your own determination here is stronger than that instinct. You do take a level of exhaustion, but you also do take the flame.
I misty step.
Okay. You watch as Aerith takes the flame close to heart and then vanishes, reappearing where?
Right here.
Okay. She right in that
Oh,
block. Okay.
God. And it takes an action to place it, doesn't it?
Takes an action to place it, yep.
Ugh.
You look over at Aerith, who is half doubled over with
Yeah.
exhaustion.
You're fine.
And for the Myrmidons. Oop. The gods are with you for this one, Aerith. He rolled a 13, a 14, and a 15. 26?
Shield.
Single 26? Okay. You see that second one marching in, following you from where you just disappeared. And as the first one swings out at you, you manage to twist out of the way, dodging, basically relying entirely on your instincts and your training to keep you out of harm's way. You look over, and just as you look, you see that blade coming at you. You cast your shield. The blade reflects off, and you go into your defensive dance once again, dodging the second two blows. Aureus, it is your turn.
Can I like grab Era's hands and put it on the pedestal?
You'll have to make me a Constitution saving throw, but you can certainly
That
try.
They're doing that scene from Ghost where they're doing the pottery and he's reaching around and got there.
Yep.
can you transfer Era's bardic inspiration?
It did
Yeah.
technically make it succeed.
Yeah.
Even with a natural one. Both of you have now succeeded with a natural one.
Then yeah, I can do that.
Who'd you send it to?
To Aureus.
Okay.
Sorry.
Con
Okay.
plus a D4.
D12.
A D12.
There you go.
Okay.
That's plenty.
You kind of reach
Shove his hand
around
on there.
Aerith as he's dodging. And Aerith, you
Give me a
feel
reach
as Aureus, who is everyone in this party is bigger than you. You recognize the golden scales and the cloth wrappings around his forearms as he reaches both around, kind of cups them around your hands and turns your body to help you. And as you do, you see that flame flash into two different flickering beats, one rapid and a little panicked, and the other slow and stoic. He turns, and you put your hands into the flame, and you feel that heat within your chest give way as your hands are pulled away from the flame, Aerith. And the third fire is placed within the sconce. Simultaneously, within the sconce, or on top of the platform, you see another flame spring to life, and within it, a golden red crystal suspended and floating gently within the fire. Rose,
Yoink.
it's your turn.
Yeah, right. Hey, look, fire. Yep. Rose just doesn't even stop, doesn't think about it, just shoves her hand into the fire and grabs the crystal.
Okay, roll me a charisma check, please.
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's right.
Good thing I'm here, right?
Okay, let me make sure that I've got all my notes correct. Okay. As you reach your hands through the flames, you do feel heat. More than you were expecting, more than you thought possible, more than Zanar can handle as you take 7 fire damage.
But don't care.
You place your hands around the crystal, and there's a voice, angry and raging. You will regret coming here. As you pull the crystal from its place, it takes effort, strength, determination before it plucks free. The last thing you see is the flame out of existence as the rest of you dematerialize.
And right before we go, in response to Ifrit, just know you're gonna regret getting our attention.
You guys re-emerge within the Temple of Fire. Pretty much right where you left off. Except these guys are now closer. God. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I erred.
Oh god. The map.
The map.
I don't know why he has a slow marker on him. He
Too slow.
should not. Okay. As you all once again rematerialize here, Rose, you still clutch in your hand a crystal about a foot long, maybe like 6 inches wide, jagged and cracked, and within
Oh,
it
God.
burning with a red flickering light. And as
Oh.
the defense of flame fades all around you, and you were once actually no, you wouldn't be returned here. That's right. Sorry, I'm forgetting how my narrative went last time. You actually
Yeah, I
appear
was
back
about to
here.
say, weren't
Yeah.
we
No.
gonna be in a room? Special
You
room?
were. That was
Special
how it worked. I'm remembering now.
It's dark.
I know. I'm trying to. They changed the way that my reveal tool looks, so I'm trying to find it again. You rematerialize in a new chamber. This one jagged and haphazardly shaped, a pool of bubbling lava on the far end of it. The close side of it, a large shrine-like metal door that is slowly opening. It's like partially ajar, like it was unlocked and kind of clicked itself loose, but hasn't fully opened yet. And in the middle, a pedestal containing 3 burning fires. And I guess now it's not a roll of initiative just yet.
I'll
So
take my one last potion of greater restoration.
Okay.
So that
Knock
should...
that down to 2 stacks.
Yeah.
oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm only
You're like
disadvantaged using skills and half speed.
half speed, which is not great in this area where
No.
we need to fucking move.
I guess. Well, guess I'm carrying Aerith.
Then you're both half speed.
If
Okay,
only
what?
we could fly.
Yeah. So before we get murdered by a bunch of things, what are we doing now? What am I supposed to do something with this? Am I just holding on to it? What's happening?
Was it
Yeah, so that
dispel magic that Nicholas did?
I believe
Or what?
so.
yeah, to purify it, quote unquote. Wait, you have disadvantage on skill checks, so I guess I could give it a shot.
Okay.
I was about to say I could definitely try, but I can't make any promises that it would work.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
All right, roll me a intelligence check.
You still have a D12 because you never used yours last time.
And it only lasts for 10 minutes, so.
Might as well use it.
Yep.
And a D4.
And a D4, yeah.
Okay.
14.
14. Going once.
Flash Dingus.
19. There you go. As you kind of step forward, you didn't take any exhaustion stacks in there, right?
Nope.
Think so, no. Okay. That weight still kind of heavy in your heart just a little bit. You reach out your hand towards it and you activate the module on your gauntlet with Dispel Magic in it. And as it washes over, you draw on the confidence of your friends, the belief that they have in you, and finally your own ingenuity, and you manage to rip the essence of the corrupted heart from it, leaving a single crystal still gently burning, but now the flame a beautiful orange, like yellow, that radiates light, and it's like joy, the feeling of it, almost like serenity out of it.
Oh yeah, that feels good.
As the door, actually, the door is still half cracked, so you haven't been able to see out of it yet. You guys are still kind of in the room.
All right, now what?
Now
One
we gotta do
down.
the next door.
Now we
Ready to
try to
go.
get to the next room. Anybody feeling tired all of a sudden?
Nope, just you.
Just me? Well, fuck.
All right. I mean,
That's true. Didn't you have a stack of exhaustion, Rose?
I have one. They're not. They're
Then your
bluffing,
charisma check,
but
check should have been a disadvantage.
I'll use my inspiration
Okay,
to
cool.
have
Thank you.
negated that.
Alrighty, perfect.
Oh,
The
yes.
narrative balance is maintained.
Yes, but for everybody else, they're entirely bluffing.
Yeah, I figured.
I think it will be time to call it here for me, though.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking
Okay.
that we were kind of getting there. So, okay.
That works because it is definitely this map. My laptop
Oh,
didn't
no.
freeze up, but roll 20 is not responding.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll shrink the background size. It's also there's another background behind this background, so that could also be causing problems.
No.
I'll fix it this week. But the last thing I do want to show you all is that as you peek just through that crack in the door, not enough to reveal yourselves to your enemies, just so that I can narratively do this. You see the chain and the lightning break.
Hey,
That's good.
As that connection has now been severed. That's what I want to
Hell
do
yeah.
in the Temple of Earth, but I didn't know how to do it then. I know how to do it now. Hell yeah. Well,
1 out of 4 done.
Right?
Fence of Flame, Flash, Forge, and Fission remain, as well as that which you know sleeps within the heart of the corrupted crystal, awaiting.
Maybe it won't be like that this time.
I really hope you churn some of the trash out before triggering the big boss, because that could be dangerous.
Fight
Yeah.
literally everything all at once. What's the worst that could happen?
Boy. I didn't expect the teleport across and just go for the door. That was smart, though. That definitely was
Yeah, I
the
didn't really want to
move.
fight all of those things. It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's
It's
so
a
much stuff.
it's a level 16 dungeon, guys. I had such high hopes for Vistariel. I thought cracking their armor, it's gonna be great, and you guys, you did really good. She did a good amount of damage, but between being able to lock down the Queen's Guard and a lot of other things that I hadn't really accounted for, none of you went unconscious, and that
Was a
shouldn't
slight
be in a
against
boss
you.
fight.
Well,
Yeah,
I feel like most of the stacks went on me, which didn't matter because my AC is
Yeah.
so low anyway.
yeah. It was
How low was it? Like -8?
you were at
Yep,
-8.
you were at -8.
Because you were the one just like right up in her face taking the hits from the hammer. You're like, oh. But
So,
You're
oh
like,
no,
whatever.
not my armor.
I have full faith in you guys. You're also very resistant to everything, a lot of the things I hear.
Sure.
But
What's the worst that could happen?
It's still dangerous, and we
it's
have
still very dangerous.
we have exhaustion stacks now.
You have diamonds,
couple.
and you have spell slots, and I believe that worst come to worst, you guys will part with your valuables in order to stay alive. At least I hope so.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
Well, oh no. Oh no, what's this Hercules gif? What did you do? Oh no.
that was the reach around when he was
Oh no.
helping Aerith with the fire.
Oh no. Yeah, here, I'll show you guys on this one too. So you can see that it wasn't just the other map that is surrounded in lava. I just did this as a God, it was so bright when I first made it that I had to go in and draw like a shadowy background around or a border around the edge of it, just so that it didn't blind me to look at it.
Oh god.
It's a little bright.
It's a little bright, right?
Just
Just a little bit.
I can't wait to show you guys the whole thing. It looks so fucking cool.
Oh, I think I see the design now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fire.
Josh drew it for
Fire.
you. And the like guys, when you were talking about it, the Earth one was like circular with like chambers off in each direction, like that.
Like a weird geode.
Exactly.
Or a skull.
Or it could be coughing. I don't know.
Coffee.
It kind of looks like coughing to me. Coughing.
Come on.
All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys shifting to Sunday. It gave me what I needed yesterday to get this all ready, as well as not be dead, because the being dead definitely put a hamper in my prep time.
Yeah.
Makes things a little bit complicated. Being
Yeah,
dead.
I don't like it. Oh no, what happened?
Oh, but I was drawing on that.
Oh, I thought okay, I can't undo it. I thought I could undo it. I'm going to move it over to our drawing board. That way your drawing is not lost, but also not here.
Skull Man.
It's so big on the other map because this map is so fucking huge.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we should probably do dinner, right?
I suppose. We got soup.